informed and for advertisers to get their message out. Nearly 9 million devices landed on Eagle's Post sites in the first half of 2020, an audience that grows every month. For more information on how to advertise on the Post News Network, email marketing@eagleradio.net. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Did you know 90% of consumers who do a local search on their smartphone visit or call a store within a day? Eagle can help those consumers find you, our local business partners. Using our free Google Business Optimization, we will work with you to make sure that when someone is looking for your goods and services, they can find you. Contact your local Eagle representative today. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Eagle offers a wide variety of fun, interactive contests and allows listeners and readers to win big prizes. And those contests also can help businesses craft their marketing plans, reach new audiences, and send coupons and other messaging via our email services. To find out more or to get started, contact your local Eagle representative today. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
97% of consumers go online to find and research local businesses. Your website is your #1 marketing asset. Is your website due for an upgrade? Are you relying on Facebook to deliver customers to your door? Eagle Web Development offers affordable, fast, and mobile-friendly websites for our business partners. For more information, go to eagleradio.net. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Facebook is the leading social media platform used by almost 2/3 of all internet users. Eagle's team of social media experts will craft a custom campaign targeting exactly who you want to reach when you want to reach them. Let Eagle help you unlock the power of social media today.
With news outlets in 9 communities in 3 states, the Post News Network offers a place for readers to become informed and for advertisers to get their message out. Nearly 9 million devices landed on Eagle's Post sites in the first half of 2020, an audience that grows every month. For more information on how to advertise on the Post News Network, email marketing@eagleradio.net. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
If Chase is out, do those minutes go back the other way now to Lexi Jacobson, who was out, and Chase filled in for, and also maybe Brielle Potachik and Reagan Getz, those guys picking up the slack?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think if you look back and you see the things that Chase did, there were things that only Chase could do. I mean, Chase provides just a different type of body. I mean, she can handle any size of, offensive weapon down low from the opposing team. And one thing we always discussed how good Chase's hands were and how good she was just within the flow. With Chase out, you're now going to see more of a wide open game. I mean, you're going to get more minutes to Jacobson, more minutes are going to go to Getz. Those are 2 offensive-minded players that we've seen their defensive game grow a little bit more. That's been the thing about this team. They just continue to grow. Whatever needs to be filled, they fill. But never underestimate losing the type of player that Chase Gilpin has been this season. I mean, she has done great things. This team isn't in the position they are, 16-3. They don't beat a Hugoton. They don't do the things this team has done without Gilpin throwing the changeup that she has done. She's done a great job this season. She'll be missed, but it's going to be interesting. And it's nice to get a game under your belt before you go into postseason play without her.
When you look at the Lady Buffs from Belleville, the Republic County Lady Buffs are struggling. That's an underestimation of what their season has been. They're 0-19. They average 21 points a game on offense while they give up 55 points a game defensively. Their most recent contest was a 54-32 loss to Sacred Heart on Friday night. They will start Emily Hansen, 7 points, 2.5 rebounds a game, along with Rosalie Gertzen, 1 point, 1.5 rebounds a game. Gracie Simpson also in the starting lineup, 1-1 for her, along with Avery Stent, who averages 8 points, 6 rebounds a game. And the other starter was kind of left up in the air. I think it's going to be Frankie Snap, a 5'6" freshman, averaging 1.2 rebounds per game for the Republic County Buffaloes. And if you guess the starters for Republic County, your odds are you still have a pretty good chance of getting them right because they only have 8 girls out for basketball, all classes in the high school. So that's a little bit of a challenge that Colton Grove and this Republic County team has had to deal with this year. When you look at Southeast of Saline, the Lady Trojans come in. Currently, they are working on their best season since the season in which they last went to the state tournament in 2016. They have 16 wins against just 3 losses and 9-0 in league play. They will start a trio of seniors. Carson Slazner is 5'7". She averages over 11 points a game, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. She leads the team in scoring, rebounding, offensive rebounding, assists, and steals. With her will be Eleni Yanakopoulos, a 5'7" senior, averaging 3.5 points, 3.5 rebounds, and an assist per game. Mallory Pearson is a 5'6" senior, averaging 5 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist per game. The lone junior in the starting lineup is 5'7" junior Avery Castleman, averaging 7 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist per game. And the lone sophomore in the starting lineup is 5'5" sophomore Maddie Harris. She averages 7.5 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Southeast of Saline, they come in and they're still continuing on a couple of things they've been working on here over the last season or two. One of them is a consecutive win streak, Tyler, in the NCAA. 25 consecutive wins in league play. They are back-to-back league champions. Also, when you look at the all-time scoring list that we've talked about with Carson Slazner this season, she moved into 4th place all-time in the game against Ellsworth, passing Stephanie Frost by just 1 single point. Carson now needs 25 points to pass Shayla Syme for 3rd in all-time scoring in Southeast of Saline women's basketball history.
Yeah, and it's funny, if you would have said, that this team, she might not, it might take her 2, 3, or 4 games to get that, and Carson's completely fine. She just does so many other things. Watching Carson's game adapt, and I didn't know if you could say that after seeing some of the amazing things she did in her first 3 years. Watching her game adapt this year has been an absolute blast, and it's been fun to watch the maturation of what a player does despite the individual numbers to do what they can do for the will of the team. And you talk about all the seniors, we talked about this at Nonstop on senior night the other night. It's so much fun to watch these girls get together and play.
Let's take a break. Back with more after this.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Saline or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach, right off Crawford, and their 2nd location in the Central Mall in Salina, and a new location in McPherson, based on honesty and trust. Contact L&L Advisors today.
Frisbee Construction is a service organization for the commercial grain industry dedicated to giving you the best in planning, the best in quality, and the best of workmanship, and overall the best value for your dollar since 1949. Frisbee Construction specializes in new construction as well as remodel and repair of grain handling facilities throughout the Midwest. Frisbee Construction Company in Gypsum has emergency crews available as needed. For more information, go to frisbeeinc.com.
You're telling me your driver turns you on remotely?
It feels so good. One gentle touch of a handy remote or mobile app and my motor is running. And don't fret, my little pickup pal. New Image Audio installs these inside trucks too.
Oh, yeah.
You'll want it when the winter chill hits. A remote start from New Image Audio for cars, trucks, even diesels. All systems remote and cell phone capable. Nationwide coverage. Get yours at New Image Audio on South Broadway
In Salina.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Back here in Belleville, Republic County. Yes, it's as cold here as it is in Salina or the surrounding area. Wind is blowing, and I don't want to say it kept us from getting here, but it was a challenge going. We're going to go home faster, though, Tyler, so it'll be fine.
Yeah, without a doubt. We're not going to stay outside very long at all tonight.
Southeast of Saline wins the tip. Maddie Harris will control it. She'll play it to the right to Avery Castleman. Those two standing up top. They're splitting the top of a zone defense right now. Now down to Carson Slazner along the baseline. Carson passes it underneath the basket to Yanakopoulos. Now a three-pointer. Might have been deflected a little bit there by Maddie Harris. Slazner inside with the rebound. Can't get the putback to go, but she gets her own rebound again. Out to Castleman for 3. That one misses badly. Mallory Pearson inside puts it in. 3 offensive rebounds for Southeast on their first possession, and Mallory Pearson with the first 2 of the game.
Yeah, and you saw good ball movement. A couple of wide-open shots just missed really badly by Southeast Saline, but attacked the offensive boards extremely well.
Starting lineup for Belleville, just to confirm with you, it was Gracie Simpson, also Cadence Hinkey, Avery Stint, Emily Hansen, and Rosalie Gertzen in the starting lineup for the Republic County Buffaloes. Here's a drive on the right-hand side. Republic County tied up in a jump ball situation. The arrow stays with the Lady Buffs. They'll have it underneath their own basket. They'll roll a ball out that's picked up by Avery Stint. Now to the top of the key. Simpson has it. She'll leave it up now, right side to Rosalie Gertzen. Gertzen now passes it back to the left. We'll see a lot of passing all night long by this Republic County team. Here's a three-pointer unleashed. A long three-pointer by Hansen. That's no good. And eventually Southeast ends up with the basketball. Back the other way we go, working from right to left as we view it opposite the benches and the scores table here at Republic County High. Harris on the right-hand side. Puts it towards the baseline of Castleman. Now gets it back. The two-playing catch from the middle court over to the right wing. Harris now will swing it left. Slazner. Little ball fake. Now back through the defense. High pass to Castleman. Slazner will get it back. She'll test the waters from three and got it to go home. Carson Slazner splashes a tray on the left side.
And Devin, that's the one thing I think we've seen in the last, 5 or 6 games. The three-point shooting has not been there from Southeast Saline. And they're able to do other things, and so it's been okay. But if you're heading to the postseason, you've got to get these shooters going again. It's Carson, it's Avery, it's Maddie. It's these gunners. Get Potacek back in that flow. This is a team that when they're hitting, and it's Captain Obvious here, but when you're hitting 7 or 8 or 9 three-pointers a game, you have a chance to play with anybody. If you're not, you're going to have to rely on that defense.
Here's the design play for Castleman to shoot a three off the skip, but it's going to be knocked down and stolen away by Republic County. Turnover for Southeast of Saline, their first. Southeast only averages about 11 turnovers a contest. Republic County, meanwhile, they average almost 25 turnovers a contest. Here's another turnover by Republic County as the steal happens from Mallory Pearson. Mallory then knocked down, and our first foul of the game will go against Republic County with 5:42 left to go. The first foul of the game against Emily Hansen.
Yeah, and Hansen got caught in a bad spot. She had Mallory Pearson all over her. Ball was a little bit loose, and any loose ball is going to be Mallory Pearson's.
Here's a short corner baseline jumper from Yannikopoulos. That comes up short. Rebound taken in by Avery Stint. Stint now plays it to Emily Hansen, who will be challenged immediately in a one-on-one set by Mallory Pearson. Pearson knocks it out of bounds to the scorer's table to where Judy Hall is going to set and keep score for Southeast. Judy going on a little photo tour tonight, wasn't she?
And Judy's enjoying this. Is there a better representative for Southeast Saline or just high school sports at all? Judy Hall she is fantastic.
She said this is her last year driving the student activities bus. I told her she better not stop showing up to the gym. There's a dump down inside, and a foul will be called on Southeast of Saline. This will send Avery Stint to the free throw line, and the first chance to score here for Republic County as Stint, fouled in the act of shooting, will have 2 free throws coming up. First foul of the game on Southeast of Saline will be whistled against Maddie Harris. It is her first.
Yeah, and Stint had a really good position right there as she hits the first free throw. Carson kind of comes over the top to try to deflect the ball away, and Maddie Harris just caught in a bad position, and Stint's rewarded the 2 free throws.
First free throw is good. Second one is on the way. That'll miss. Rattling out. Slazner with the one-handed rebound. Here comes Carson up the floor. Long pass to Brielle Potacek, who has just checked in. She dumps it off to Reagan Getz, who has just checked in. And Reagan promptly will visit the free throw line. Nice little break there. It wasn't a great pass from Slazner. It came from three-quarter court, but Brielle Potacek did what she had to do to keep the ball in bounds and feed Getz, who will visit the free throw line.
Yeah, great grab from Potacek as Getz hits the first. It's... the more and more we're seeing Brielle play, we're seeing more and more things that she can do. The minutes are increasing. The skill level that we're seeing that she possesses is increasing. She might be the most dangerous weapon Southeast Saline has going into the postseason because she's kind of been kept under wraps, until the later part of the season.
2 free throws at the free throw line for Getz. Reagan makes the first, leaves the second one. That foul, by the way, on Emily Hansen for Republic County. That is her second. So she is on the floor right now with 2 fouls, and she is the primary ball handler for this Republic County team. Hansen has it on the right-hand side now. She goes left, and a moving screen will be called against Republic County. This foul will go against Gracie Simpson, and it is the 3rd consecutive turnover for Republic County. All around those free throws, of course, from Avery Stint. 6-1 our score. Southeast of Saline started on a 5-0 lead. And a couple of free throws, one on each side since then. Here's a shot put up by Lexi Jacobson that's no good. Rebound Republic County. Jacobson out there now with Getz. Potacek Also, Carson Slazer and Mallory Pearson, and a foul's going to be called here against Lexi Jacobson, her first.
I think the foul's called him.
Brielle, yep.
Yeah, Patacha just continued the pass. It looks like, Gracie Simpson just went up, fell down, and Brielle was in horrible positioning. And she gets banged for the foul.
There's good defense in the corner by Mallory Pearson. Republic County nearly loses the handle. Now they'll pull it out of there. Hansen matches up again head-to-head with Pearson. They'll leave it off for a couple of dribbles, and then eventually the ball going out of bounds from Rosalie Gertzen. Republic County will turn it back to Southeast of Saline on their fourth turnover. 6-1 is our score. Rosalie Gertzen will check out for Republic County. Brielle Potacek has it. 2-3 zone defense look here from Republic County, wearing their white jerseys trimmed in blue and a little bit of red. Here's Slazner. Little ball fake at the free throw line. Gets inside the paint. Boy, it looked like she was fouled there. The ball came off and hit the top side of the backboard, and Republic County is going to grab the rebound. Back the other way come the Lady Buffs. Across the timeline, guarded by Pearson, is Emily Hansen once again. She'll play it into the corner, and that's slapped out of bounds by Brielle Potacek. And another substitute for Southeast of Saline as Avery Castleman will check back into the game. She will give Carson Slazner her first break. Halfway through the first quarter, 6-1, Southeast leading by 5. If you're tuned in to KINA, we want to thank you. If you want to see this game, along with the radio broadcast, go on over to SalinaPost.com. That's brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. There's a double dribble now for Republic County and a turnover back to Southeast of Saline. Simpson that time picked it up and put it back down.
Yeah, and you're seeing really, really good on-the-ball pressure. You're just seeing Trojans fly around left and right. It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a tough game to play, tough game to call. God, with like a lot of contact right there. You want to keep it clean for Southeast Saline.
Potacek gets her first look at a three-pointer. That one comes off the back of the rim, no good. That's something we're not used to seeing. Usually Brielle almost always hits her first shot of the game, and it's always from about that spot, isn't it? Now the ball in the corner again, a little bit of scrum. Republic County is going to throw it out to the opposite side of the floor and keep possession. Here's a drive now and a turnover. Avery Castleman steps in the passing lane, takes it away. Down the right-hand side of the lane, right-handed layup, too strong, no good. And the layup being brought back the other way by Republic County. Here comes Zelma Simpson with it. She'll pull up on the right wing. Now skip pass across the floor. Emily Hansen jumps up and grabs that one. And now a timeout will be called by the Lady Buffs. Coming from their bench and head coach Colton Grove, it's a 30-second timeout. We'll step away. 2:55 left to go. 6-1. Southeast of Saline leads it by 5 here on KINA.
Opening our doors in 1999, Salina Surgical Hospital specializes in excellence in surgical services and digestive health care. It is the depth of experience and the abilities of the physicians and nurses at Salina Surgical Hospital that make it the ideal place for high-tech and high-touch to unite. Patients tell us, I knew I was in good hands with the friendly and knowledgeable staff at Salina Surgical Hospital. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA.
Devin Haney, Tyler Smith back here at Republic County High School. Republic County gets the ball in bounds. Looks like they traveled with it, but the referees will let them play through. Hansen with the basketball. Maddie Harris there defensively. Now Maddie will stumble down. They'll have to switch. Reagan Getz comes out to the ball. To the right-hand side now. A couple of dribbles by Avery Stent. She puts up a fadeaway shot, and that ball will fade out of bounds as it's an air ball saved by Republic County. But Brielle Potacek's going to take it for Southeast. On the right wing, Castleman. She'll dump it down for Reagan Getz. That ball out of bounds. Southeast of Saline will keep it underneath their own basket as Eleni Yanakopoulos comes sprinting into the game.
Yeah, and you're seeing the defense do exactly what you want to do for Southeast Saline. It's creating fast break opportunities. Now you're going to start converting these fast break opportunities into easy buckets.
Here's Jacobson on a beautiful pass. Lexi rose up on the left-hand side of the lane like she was going to shoot the jump shot and then dumped it back down to Harris. Maddie was the inbounder on the play who took great position away after she stepped in bounds, and she will get 2 free throws to show for her work.
Yeah, really nifty play, and you kind of got worried that maybe that foul wasn't going to be called, but great call from Coach Smith. Great execution from Maddie as she just sealed the player off. First free throw is good. Got a second one on the way.
Foul that time on Frankie Snap. It'll be the 4th team foul for Republic County with 2.5 minutes left to go here in the first. Maddie Harris gets both of the free throws. Southeast of Saline off to a 3-for-4 start from the free throw line. Full court pressure now for the Purple Girls. Here's Southeast in the backcourt still. Long pass up the floor. Republic County is going to break it as they cross the center stripe. Back to the middle of the floor. Avery Stint has it. She'll hand it off to Hanson, who dribbled off her foot. Yannikopoulos took a dive at it. Can't get it, though, and Hanson's going to have it. Now Hanson in trouble with Yannikopoulos playing defense. She'll find a helper, though, in Avery Stint. She'll dribble all the way to the corner. Now pick it up, play it back to Hanson out in the middle of the floor. It's the same thing we saw with Republic County before, Tyler. It's just a lot of ball movement, but a lot of uncertainty with that ball movement on offense. They really don't seem like they know what to do or what the objective is.
Yeah, and a lot of that has to do with the defense that Southeast has. You know, as Ptacek grabs that rebound, brings down, that press isn't meant to, steal the basketball. It's meant to disrupt you, and it's doing the job it should be doing.
Brell Ptacek with the rebound, brings it back the other way. Jacobson in the lane, and Lexi, why not? Off the backboard from 12 feet, it bangs in, and she is also fouled. She will go to the free throw line. So Lexi Jacobson, we talked about her in pregame. She'll be an integral part of what Southeast of Saline accomplishes from here on out. Able to get a chance here at a three-point play.
And I hope you're watching. So the words aren't going to do it justice, but Jacobson just elevates from about 12 feet away, gets drilled with a body, finishes a shot, goes to the free throw line, hits that. Lexi just does things every now and again that you can't do. Nobody else on the floor can do, and right there she just did a great job.
Lexi, usually a very good free throw shooter, got that one to go, completes the three-point play. Now it's a 10-point Southeast of Saline lead. 1:14 left to go here in the opening quarter. Republic County with the basketball back. That all started on a shot and a big rebound by Brell Ptacek, who seemingly outjumped everybody on the floor. There's a ball now rolling through the Republic County offense. They pick it up. Hanson will jack up a three on the right-hand side. Rebound Southeast. Under a minute left to go in the first. Castleman on the left-hand side. Now back to Maddie Harris. Harris now will play it to Brielle Ptacek. Couple of dribbles from Brielle. Now those two play catch in the center of the floor. Brielle now will bring it back to Castleman. Harris leaves. She goes to the right-hand side. Now she has it. 38 seconds left to play. Inside, Jacobson elevates, gets knocked down again, and another foul called. And right now, Lexi Jacobson providing problems with Republic County because they are moving in to block her out while she is still airborne.
Yeah, and it's Lexi's that different kind of problem where she's not going to throw her body into you and get close to the bucket. She's going to go straight up. That draws the defender into her. And again, Lexi's able to do that. She's able to elevate it. She hits the first free throw. It's just she's a different kind of high post player that's not going to bang into you. She's going to elevate. And if you can't elevate, she's going to get an easy shot.
Is it fair to say that Jacobson, and we talk about this all the time because Southeast doesn't have a prototypical post player, but Lexi Jacobson, a 5'7", she elevates and she plays at the 6-foot level, doesn't she?
Yeah, she really does. I mean, yeah, she's definitely not your prototypical post player, but God, good defense right there. Slazener is there just to harass the ball handler right there, travel. But yeah, Lexi does so many things just because, and it's different because she's 5'7" and not 6 foot, but she elevates. Athleticism is crazy.
Left-hand side now, Castleman with it. 25 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Southeast has built their biggest lead, only giving up a single free throw here in the opening period. 13-1 is our score. Ptacek will back it out. Now she'll go to Slazener. Slazener back to Brielle, and she has to deliver a yell with it as well because Brielle took her eye off the ball for a second, looking at the offense. 5 seconds left. Slazener has it. Back to Brielle Ptacek. Glance at the clock. Three-pointer up, and it will just hit the back of the rim as the first half buzzer sounds. Southeast of Saline up 13-1 as defense carries the theme in the first quarter. Back with second quarter action after this. Lady Trojans out in front by 12 here on KINA, presented by Saline Surgical Hospital.
Maybe you don't play quarterback or make the highlight reel. Maybe you're not a high school athlete anymore. But just like an athlete, you can get first-class orthopedic care from Salina Ortho. Their doctors and staff strive to get you back to an injury-free, pain-free life as quickly as possible. Salina Ortho has a doctor on call 24/7 for all orthopedic injuries. So next time you're injured, trust the experts at Salina Ortho. Your voice, your choice, past, present, and future. See them online at salinaortho.com.
CanEquip's Service Advantage Preseason Readiness Optimization Program is going on now. Get the best prices of the year on inspections, plus 12-month parts warranties, special financing backed by genuine Case IH parts, and instant rebates on lubricant and filter purchases. Go to CanEquip.com and click on the Service Advantage banner to see all the savings, or visit them at CanEquip in Salina. Terms and conditions apply.
Can equip you.
Work hard, play hard. Good luck, Trojans, from Roselawn Memorial Park in Salina. To learn more, visit RoselawnSalina.com.
Back here in Belleville, Republic County High School. Devin Haney, Tyler Smith, Brian Dennett providing live stream video on SalinaPost.com of tonight's games between Southeast of Saline and Republic County. Start of the second quarter, Southeast of Saline with the ball. Mid-lane jumper from Mallory Pearson is up and no good. Rebound comes down to Republic County.
And you're seeing Southeast get a lot of those wide open 5-10 footers. You got to start hitting those, if you're going to be successful as you penetrate this zone.
Here's a little give and go. Harris out to Slazer. Slazer with a touch. Back to Harris. Now Carson ends up with it for a long two on the left-hand side. That's no good. Back the other way. Field goal shooting from the floor. A little bit cold, just like the weather outside here in Belleville, but these are games that we're accustomed to seeing here over the years against Republic County. It doesn't matter how good your team may or may not be, or how good Republic County may or may not be. It just seems like it's always tough to shoot in this gym.
It does. And the kids know the records. They know everything what's going on coming in, and there's so much emphasis on ball movement and doing this and doing that, getting to your offense. Nobody wants to be the one that kind of steps out of their game. You see a steal by Slazer. Great pass ahead to Castleman, who now hammers that layup in. She got a better angle. We talked about that earlier. Much better angle from Castleman. But nobody wants to do too much. You always want to make it fit into the offense. I think sometimes that handcuffs you offensively.
Here's a near steal by Pearson. She is going to complete it and then get knocked down to the floor. That's the second time Mallory has done that. She has taken the ball away and then got knocked down to the floor. And already now Republic County has put Southeast of Saline in the bonus. Mallory Pearson will walk about 30 feet, step to the line, and have a 1-and-1.
Well, and we always talked about it, and you can't simulate tight game situation as opposed to regular game situation. However, this is always better in practice situation. The one, Pearson hits no rim, but the one bugaboo with this Southeast team is free throw shooting.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they didn't whistle that a dead ball. It did not hit the rim that I saw.
I think they might have thought that her sister Abigail was shooting it, who I think just went 22 of 25 at a regional free throw.
Yeah, she's going to state. She was you do quick math on that. That's 88%. We'll take that all day long, right?
There's you go.
Avery Castleman on the left for a three.
You need Abigail Pearson to teach these girls how to shoot free throws, and then Castleman to get hot. Great job from Pearson right there, scooting the ball away. That's what you need from a night like tonight, is to get Castleman confident again. I don't think that's one thing. Castleman's never going to stop pulling the trigger, and Shauna Smith never once or two.
Yeah.
But the more time she sees that ball go through the hoop, that's when she's and this team's more dangerous.
Of course, the younger version of the Pearson is 8th grade this year, correct?
Yes. Big things coming.
So we'll see her and just make that natural transition, right? Mallory moves on. She'll play soccer at Tabor, and then Abigail will come in, and she will be a freshman next year at the Southeast program. Full timeout for Republic County. We'll step away as well. It's 18-1. Southeast of Saline leading. 6:03 left to go second quarter. And it's brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital.
Gabe with Sage Products in Salina, offering industrial strength products that get the job done right. We are featuring hospital grade disinfectant sprays, wipes, and hand sanitizers to keep you safe this time of year. We carry toilet paper with a large assortment of hand towels. Check out our private line of colorful products like Mom's Streak-Free Glass Cleaner or our friendly Amazing Green Bowl Cleaner. Go online to sageselects.com, visit our 9th Street location in Salina, or call 309-1919.
Suburban Appliance Center is your official dealer for Traeger grills. Check out this 6-in-1 versatile unit that grills, bakes, smokes, roasts, braces, and barbecues. Suburban is your exclusive dealer for the Traeger Timberline series, and they have your Traeger spices too. Suburban Appliance Center, they are locally owned and they offer appliance brands like Amana, KitchenAid, Whirlpool, and of course Maytag. Suburban also offers exceptional service. Suburban Appliance Center, 1900 South 9th.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Out of the gate, a steal by Reagan Getz off the inbounds for Republic County, and she ends up taking it coast to coast for the lay-in. 10 turnovers now for Republic County, and a blocking foul called on Slazner. Slazner just happened to be in the wrong place playing defense at the time that Emily Hansen ran into her.
Yeah, as that shot was coming on, you see Hansen going that way. You want Carson to kind of maybe get that extra step before she does anything, or just get away. I mean, again, you have to always start things like, what are you going to do next week when you're playing? And that's only her first foul. That's a tough foul. You can't give a foul away 50 feet away from the bucket.
Public County with it. Here's another steal now. Reagan puts her right hand in the passing lane, and Textbook takes that ball away from Republic County. Harris into the paint, collects the defense. Out to Castleman, three-pointer, misses. Slazner on the backside will put it back up and in. Again, Carson Slazner's game continues to evolve. Even late in her senior season, she is just killing Republic County in this game on the offensive boards. Here's another steal. This one by Slazner. Jumps it off left-hand side. Maddie Harris, the flip up and in off the glass.
An assist from Slazner after her steal. I mean, again, like you're saying, her fingerprint, she's there again. She's everywhere. She's absolutely everywhere. Her thumbprint, her fingerprint is everywhere, all over every single game this season.
And all of a sudden, it's 24-1 as Southeast of Saline continues to pull away here.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. It's difficult coaching these situations, playing these situations, but you're checking every box right now. You're clean. You're not turning the ball over a lot. Your defense solid. You're getting rebounds, and you're making shots. It's exactly what you needed for Southeast Saline.
Jacobson now, she'll work the inside along with Getz. It's Braille, Patachi, Carson Slazner, Avery Castleman out around the perimeter. Here's a drive baseline by Avery, got by the defender who gambled for the steal, and Castleman now with back-to-back layups on her last two shooting attempts. She had that three also in there. She has 7 points in the second quarter.
And that's great to see Castleman drive into the bucket. We don't say that a lot. You know, she lives and dies by that outside game, but she's got the tools to take the ball down low.
Here's a near rebound save by Brielle Patacic, but she can't get there in time. It goes out of bounds, and that'll give Shauna Smith a chance to get Mallory Pearson back into the game. Carson Slazner will take a break. 4:18 left to go as we approach the halfway mark of the second quarter.
And, David, here's the tough thing with games like this when you're as deep as Southeast Saline. I mean, you want everyone to get minutes, and you never want, as you see a breakout right there. Yeah, I think Lexi walked. They got Jacobson with the travel. Nobody wants a 26-1 game. Nobody at all. But Shauna Smith she goes deep, and she wants every single person to play as hard as they can when they go out there. I mean, this is a team that within a week is, you know, they're getting ready to go out and try to win a state title. I mean, you got to get these girls ready to go, this team ready to go. And you have to play defense like that. You see Pearson, great steal to Jacobson.
Lexi this time coasting in on the right-hand side unopposed, and she will get this one to go up and in. 7 points for Lexi Jacobson. Already 15 turnovers for Republic County. 9 of them have happened here in this second quarter already. 3:37 left to play before halftime. Don't forget, we'll talk to Bryson Flax coming up at the break. See what the last week has held for Southeast of Saline Trojans on the guys' side, as Republic County turns it over again, and a timeout called by the Lady Buffs. 28-1 is our score. Southeast of Saline leading Republic County in a full timeout with 3:33 left to go here in the second quarter. Back with more Lady Trojan basketball on KINA.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
At home or on the road, K4 Garage will keep you moving. With over 12 years of mechanic experience, owner Nick Trout will diagnose and repair your engine to keep you in the game. Full service gas, diesel, or tires. K4 Garage also has a fully stocked convenience store with snacks and drinks. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 6, Saturday from 9 until 3. Trust K4 Garage with keeping you on the road. And if it has oil, they can change it at K4 Garage in Gypsum.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
3:33 left to go. 28-1 is our score here in the second quarter. Southeast of Saline on the road in Belleville, taking on Republic County to close out the regular season. Republic County with the basketball out of a timeout, working a wide-open offense around. Brielle Potachik's going to be caught with a reach-in. That is her second personal foul. For Southeast of Saline, their fourth team foul. Currently is a 23-0 run for Southeast.
And you've seen it in all different ways. You've seen the defense turn into offense. You've seen nice offensive sets. I mean, right now you're checking every box if you're Southeast Saline. Oh, nice move right there. Nice.
Here's a basket up and in by Rosalie Gertzen for the first field goal of the night for Republic County. That was a nice move. Little fake handoff, spun, turned, and drove to the basket. Inside now, Lexi Jacobson. Tried to get the entry pass from Mallory Pearson. It was poked out. Now works around to the other side. Reagan gets with a tough angle off the board. Maybe even got a little bump there. And Reagan gets her second field goal of the half. 5 points now for Getz. Another shot put up by Republic County. No good. And a rebounding foul will be called on Gracie Simpson. That will send Brielle Potachik to the free throw line for a 1-and-1.
When we talk about the absence of Gilpin, seeing Getz catch the ball in the low block and able to finish like that's something that Reagan can do that not a lot of players in Southeast Lane do. I mean, Reagan can stretch you. She can hit from 20, but without Gilpin, I mean, that's going to be a role that Reagan's going to have to, she's going to have to do that. And she's strong enough. She's athletic enough. She provides that, that element. That's going to be a strong position for Getz moving forward.
Brielle Potachik nails the front end of the 1-and-1. She'll get the bonus. Second free throw on the way. Also, barely through the net. It was so perfect. 2 free throws there for the sophomore, Brielle Potachik. 32-3 now the score. Corner 3 faked by Hansen. Now it's going to be unleashed by Gertzen. Big rebound on the backside by Reagan Getz. Here's Potachik in the lane. Elbow jumper up and good. 4 quick points for Brielle Potachik.
And we talk about this. Brielle's the type of player. Once she sees the ball going once, watch out. It's going to happen over and over and over and over again.
Public County dribbling the ball around. 34-3 is our score. 2:05 left to go here in the first half. Skip pass over the top of the defense in a collision. Reagan Getz will commit a foul. And it'll give Republic County the inbounds on the side. For Reagan, that is her first. Nobody for Southeast of Saline has more than 1 foul except for Brielle Potachik. She's the only one with 2. They have 5 team fouls.
And again, you're seeing play. It's the rich just get richer. I mean, you're pulling. Nobody's tired yet, but you're pulling them out and you're bringing in players that are rested. And you look over at Republic County as you see a shot go up right there. And I'll tell you what, Coach Colton Grove has done a great job year in and year out. And there's places you come into this. There's times you come into this place and they're undermanned and they fight their tails off and they'll get away with wins.
Yeah.
And right now it's just, he's working his tail off. These girls are working their tail off, and right now this is a tough team to play if you're when you're anybody playing Southeast Saline.
Yeah, and I don't care who you are. I mean, you could be a Saturday morning basketball team that plays 1 game a week. 8 girls is tough, man. That is. Yes. I coached one summer and I had 8 girls, and I don't know how they did it. They probably have the most respect I've ever had for anybody because we played 5 games in a weekend.
And you got 8 girls going against a team that's got 8 deep. And solid 8 deep. You don't drop off anywhere.
Here's Reagan Getz stepping into a 3, just a shade to the right of the center of the floor, and that's going to come off strong. 70 seconds left to go here in the first half. 34-3. Republic County trailing. They have the basketball back down the floor on offense.
And Devin, that's a shot you love to see from Reagan. That's a dribble, a rhythm dribble, and gets her feet set. She'll hit that shot more often than not. You gotta love to see that.
It's a rebound of a Republic County miss by Avery Castleman. Here comes Avery up the floor. Left-hand side to Yana Koplis. Now to Getch. She'll curl around the baseline, run into a Republic County player. Nothing called there. They let him play on and continue. Republic County with the ball. 35 seconds left to go. Hanson with it up top. She'll play it to the left. Now 30 seconds left to go. Tried to get the ball inside that time, and it's going to be mishandled by Zelma Simpson. Castleman will bring it down, and Southeast will have the last shot of the first half. Maddie Harris backs up onto the logo. 10 seconds left. Back to the center now, Yannikopoulos. She'll fake to the right, come left. Harris will unleash to 3. That one's no good. Republic County with the rebound, and that will be the end of the half. 34-3 is our score. We are at the Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories halftime report. When we come back, numbers from the first half and also a conversation with Bryson Flax. It's all coming up. Southeast of Saline ladies leading it here at the break, 34-3 on KINA.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
And the second free throw is good. The Trojans have called timeout to make some important decisions.
Hi, fans. It's Winnell Garrettson from SalinaHomes.com. In every game, there are lots of options to make the right play. And in real estate, the plays can be challenging. Whether you're a first-time buyer, upsizing for the family, investing in rentals or commercial property, or selling land, I have the knowledge to help you win your real estate game. It's sure to be a slam dunk when I serve as your realtor. Buy or sell, call Winnell.
This is the Trojan Halftime Report. Coming up, a first half recap. Shot at the horn! Stats, interviews, and a look at other area games. Now, let's get back to the gym for Trojan Halftime on KINA.
Back here at the break, it's brought to you by Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, 34-3. Southeast of Saline leading the ladies game here at halftime. And it's our chance to step away and talk to Bryson Flax, head coach of the Southeast of Saline Trojans. Coach, it's been a week since your last game, a 74-34 victory over the Ellsworth Bearcats. You win that one by 40. You get your 16th win of the season. Led in scoring by Eli Sawyers with 21, 12 for Luke Gebhardt, 11 for Nakari Morikel-Palmer. But all in all, you have 10 different Trojans score in that contest. What do you think about that game? How much did you spend on it? How much have you spent on new stuff? I'm curious what the last week has brought your way into the gym.
Yeah, we didn't spend too much time on it, to be honest with you. We really we took one day off and kind of hit the ground running. Then on whatever it was, Thursday and Friday, we really got after it on Friday and had a pretty good practice yesterday, but just got to keep taking steps forward and we're gonna hit this one and get another long break, and that's just part of it.
We talked about the uniqueness of your schedule and just, having a week between two games, your 19th and 20th games of the season, and then having another week till you start sub-state really coming up on Monday. And I'm always curious when you give the guys a day off at this point in the year, because you don't have that luxury all the time. When you give them a day off, how was practice coming back then on Thursday and Friday? Did you get a focused group back in the gym?
I thought so. I thought it was kind of business as usual. And Friday specifically, when we got up and down a bunch and we were playing some cutthroat games and stuff, and we were really, really physical, and it was really good for us. It was a level of physicality that you don't see night in and night out, but you see it throughout the season, with the Hillsboroughs and the Hestons and those really physical teams, and we're trying to prepare ourselves to not be bothered by physicality.
Your top 7 or 8, pretty solid, but I know you've worked a lot with your JV guys and some of the guys that aren't getting a lot of varsity minutes, but those guys are crucial in the gym. We know that there's weeks that gone by this season. Your biggest competition is going to be yourself in practice. How have those guys come along, and how has that helped your practice kind of increase intensity a little bit?
And to add to that, just those guys don't get a lot of recognition. And my freshman team finished up the season 14-5, which was really good for them. They played some good freshman teams. And our JV team, which is solely almost all of our sophomores, they finished up 11-6, and that's from starting 0-4, and so they kind of figured it out. I did have a really good compliment from an opposing coach that told us that he thought our JV team would finish third in their league, and that's a really good compliment to have because we're in a unique situation where they don't get a lot of run, and that's just, it is what it is because we're so top heavy, but definitely in practice they can get after it and we're just trying to, and I think it helps them just as much going against, for Kirby Davis to go against Eli every day, that helps. We usually have 2 or 3 guys guarding Eli when we're practicing though, because just to give a different look.
It may sound a bit like, the millionaire sitting on the beach saying the sun's too hot this time of year, but honestly, that presents a couple of problems for you when you're fielding a varsity team and you don't have any seniors. Some of those guys that would be playing JV are logging 4 quarters of varsity, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely. And because we're in the unique situation that we're in with the no senior thing and our sophomores, they understand that they still have to prepare to be varsity basketball players, because it may be 1 year. And that's uncommon at Southeast. That's not uncommon all over, at other places. But they just got to continue to stay the course and continue to get better. And like I'm going to tell them in their postseason one-on-ones, I'm not into playing someone off based on what they did last year or over the summer. It's dog-eat-dog. So if you compete and you show me that you're top 12, then you're top 12. It is what it is, and it doesn't matter where you were last year.
How do you approach tonight? You're coming in. This is the Republic County team. They're under 500. They have struggled a little bit this year, but they may have done what you needed them to do Friday night, and that's knock off Sacred Heart. Did that get your attention?
Yeah, it did. And truth be told, Sacred Heart really wasn't that good that night, and they just struggled to score. But regardless, they found a way to close out a game when they were behind by almost 9 in the fourth quarter. They come back and close it out. If we got to guard them. You got to guard them, and they work inside out. They're patient, but they'll hit shots if you let them shoot. So we got to make them uncomfortable.
With a week since your last game, a week almost until your next game, what do you want to see out of you guys tonight?
Oh man, our JV was flat. The girls kind of came out a little flat. We got to change that. We want to come out with a lot of energy, and mistakes are going to happen. We're going to miss some shots, but do the things that we can control. Full speed, and let's go take care of business.
Good luck. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thanks, Tim.
Bryson Flax, head coach of the Southeast of Saline Trojans. His guys tonight looking to round out the regular season on a win here in Belleville. Halftime of the girls' contest, 34-3 is our score. We'll take a 90-second timeout and be back with second half action. Southeast of Saline basketball coming up here on KINA.
Knauf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knauf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knauf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knauf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
Your next visit to the doctor for an upcoming procedure or surgery should start with a conversation about Saline Surgical Hospital. Hi, this is Geraldine Diedrich, and we are truly committed to fostering your health and well-being. From outpatient procedures to inpatient stays, you will feel the difference in our excellent care and compassion. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure at Saline Surgical Hospital. Your surgical experience is our specialty. Saline Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local, community-involved physicians.
Exit 14 Restaurant in Gypsum, Kansas is cooking up something amazing today. Whether you want to order from our menu or try one of our delicious daily specials, try one of their scrumptious desserts. Exit 14 is open for lunch Tuesday through Saturday 11 to 2 and 5 to 9 Thursday through Saturday. Head out to try Prime Rib Night last Saturday of the month and open for Chicken Dinner Day on the first Sunday of the month. Exit 14, 512 Maple in Gypsum, Kansas. Great people, great food, good time.
Work hard, play hard. Good luck, Trojans from Roselawn Memorial Park in Salina. To learn more, visit roselawsalina.com.
Back here at Republic County High School in Belleville, halftime of the girls' contest just about over, thanks to Knauf Auto and Truck Accessories, 34-3. Lady Trojans leading it here at the break. 7 points for Lexi Jacobson, 7 points for Avery Castleman, 5 points for Carson Slazner, 5 points for Reagan Getz, 4 points for Brielle Potachik, 4 points for Maddie Harris, and 2 points for Mallory Pearson. Republic County's Rosalie Gertson scored their only field goal. Avery Stitt scored their only free throw. Southeast of Saline, 8 of 10 from the free throw line. Republic County, 1 out of 2. Republic County has committed 16 turnovers, while Southeast of Saline has committed 3. A little bit of a flat start to this game and a little bit of a sloppy start to this game. The Southeast of Saline, once the second quarter hit, Tyler, they really turned it on, went on a 23-0 run. Their biggest lead is right now at 31.
Yeah, and a lot of that came from the defensive side, and that's what you want to keep seeing. You just want to see really, really good defense. As you see right there, another loose ball, kind of banged around, ping-ponged. It's going to stay with Republic County. You want to see great defense, but you want to see some offense work from the offensive side. I mean, you can fast break this team to death, but you want to see players get involved, maybe getting players maybe in uncomfortable situations if you're Southeast Saline. Maybe get some guards on the post, see them, getting some shots that they're not super comfortable with, work on some things for the rest of the game.
So right now, Southeast of Saline working on a zone defense. We don't see the Lady Trojans in a zone a lot, but that time they gave a little 2-3 look with Mallory Pearson patrolling the lane. They get a shot out of Republic County, clean up the rebound. Carson Slazner now brings it down the floor. High post, go ahead.
Devin, we're 42nd into this half, and Shauna Smith is on the bench, and that's a lot. I don't know if she's ever spent this much time not standing. If you can see her on SalinaPost.com, she's uncomfortable, but she's sitting. I think she's letting her girls play. Shauna Coppolas grabbed 2 offensive rebounds off her own missed shots right there. But maybe that's something she's letting. No, and she's up. I mean, she wants to let the girls play. She wants to let them go out, take the reins off. She's not comfortable on the bench.
I feel like there's a sponsor somewhere that needs to have a side clock. When Shauna Smith sets down, how high will the clock get? It's not very much, as you said. Here is Eleni Yanakopoulos trying to save a ball from going out of bounds. She cannot, and that is just the 4th turnover of the game for Southeast of Saline.
But that's the second different inbounds look we've seen where Maddie Harris has gotten a wide open layup, and that one wasn't as wide open. We saw another one in the first quarter, I believe. Good defense right there. But Harris, I mean, she's so strong down low, as you see. Pearson with that weird travel call when a foot never moved just because she fell down. But you want to see Southeast Saline work on things.
Her foot didn't move. Furthermore, she dribbled on her way down to the ground. So I don't really see where the traveling came in there, but it is 34-3.
And you're going to see calls go against you. And you're also going to watch the way players react, and that's huge. Anytime you're playing basketball, you're not going to get every call. You want to watch how your team reacts.
There's another loose ball on the floor. Pearson will go down and grab that one knee on the ground. Now they'll play it up to Slazner. Castleman has it on the left-hand wing. Back to Carson Slazner in the middle. One-handed bounce pass in the middle of the paint to Pearson. Mallory can't get the shot to go down. She gets her own rebound, though. Flips it out to Slazner for 3. That won't go. And another potential rebound by Mallory Pearson. It's going to be called a jump ball, and the dual possession will ring the arrow at the scorer's table, and it will stay with Southeast of Saline. Southeast on our right again, as Tyler alluded to. You can view this game. Live stream video on SalinaPost.com. Presented by Salina Surgical Hospital. Here's a kick out. Slazner off the drive. Castleman for 3. That one's too strong, no good. Yanakopoulos fighting for the rebound. Can't hang on to it. And it goes the other way with Republic County. Both teams still looking for their first points of the second half. Here's a quick 3-pointer by Republic County. No good. And the Buffs will tip it out of bounds. It will go the other way to Southeast. This is not abnormal for these two teams to kind of have this type of matchup. We look back to the first meeting between these two teams, fresh off the Sterling tournament on January 25th. That game ended up being 63-12, and Southeast of Saline did not give up any points in the second half.
And that's just one of those unfortunate things. I mean, you don't want to turn your defense off ever. And Lexi Jacobson called right there for the travel. And we've seen that a couple times with Lexi. She's so quick. She gets moving. She can just pause. And as she matures, she can understand that that's going to draw the defense on, and she's still extremely quick. But going back to your point, I mean, that you don't turn defense off. Like, that's the issue with when these scores get the way they are. You can tell your offense to do certain things, but you're never going to tell your defense to stop. The second you do that, that's when you get yourself into problems, and you're cheating your own players when you do that.
And I'll allude further more on that, too. You can change defenses, like go to a zone. But what does that really do, too? You're just clogging up the middle, and you're not letting a team that can't hit a jump shot have anything but jump shots. I mean, so I get it. I mean, it's tough.
And when we talked about the Southeast Saline zone, I mean, this is something that might have to come into effect. You see a shot miss right there, good rebound from Jacobson. But to win a state tournament, which this team wants to do, you're going to have to throw a lot of different, wild cards at teams. You're going to have to change defenses up, really quickly. And this is the way you're going to win a state tournament.
Harris on a sick feed. She comes through on the baseline on the right-hand side. Just shovel passes it with one hand through the baseline to Carson Slager, who finishes on the left. That is our Everhart Precision Ag precision pass of the night. Here's a three-pointer now by Republic County. That one comes up empty. Slager with another rebound. Up the floor to Pearson, and she had that one a little hot and high for Mallory Pearson, and Southeast of Saline turns it over. Already 4 turnovers for the Lady Trojans. About halfway through this third quarter, they only had 3 miscues in the whole first half.
And Carson's in or out for one of those, let's just call them now a typical Carson game. She's going to end up with probably 8 to 10 points, probably 5 to 7 rebounds, 3 to 4 assists, just fills up the stat category. Goodness gracious knows how many steals. I mean, just every single statistical category she's just filling up right now.
In 3 quarters, by the way, because we know she's not going to play the fourth.
There's another rebound.
Slager just kind of everywhere. She's going to run this one up the middle of the floor. Play it to Reagan Getz down low. Defense converges. Kick out to Potacek. 3-pointer on the way. Rips the cords. Brielle Potacek has 7 as she was a recipient of a beautiful pass from Reagan Getz. 3:42 left to go. Southeast now has 5 points in the quarter. Still holding serve on defense. Giving up the goose egg. That's it. There's a 3-pointer put up by Republic County again. Jacobson on the back, climbing the ladder for the rebound. 4-on-3 break. Potacek tried to save it back into Getz. Cannot. The ball goes wide, and Pearson picks it up. Now they'll swing it back around. Slager wants to reset. She goes out to the Buffalo logo at midcourt. 3:15 left to play in the third. Slager floats right. Now she's going to dribble drive handoff to Reagan Getz. Reagan does the same, and it goes off Brielle Potacek's shoe. Just careless ball handling there on the part of Southeast of Saline for another turnover. That is number 5. But again, do you need to work on that? Obviously, yes.
Without a doubt, because I think we saw in that flow in the secondary break, there were players open. We saw multiple offensive opportunities you could take advantage of. Southeast Lane pulls the basketball out, and heck yes, you got to work on that. You don't get that look in a Tuesday evening practice. You get that look game time.
That 3-guard dribble weave looks so easy when people do it, but man, it is all about timing and precision.
Without a doubt. All of a sudden there's a defender there. They shuffle the timing up. It completely is messed up.
There's a 3-pointer again by Republic County. That one's no good. Long bounce on the rebound to the far corner. Brielle Potacek gets it. Now she's up across the timeline. 39-3. Southeast of Saline leading it. Right wing pass to Castleman. Avery with a one-handed bounce pass inside to Brielle, and that ball sits on the back rim for a while and then creeps off the far side. Brielle Potacek, though, will go to the free throw line for the second time tonight. She'll shoot 2.
And a great cut. And again, that's something we talk about Brielle all the time. We talk about her stature and her size, but she's not afraid to go into the lane. She's not afraid to mix it up. She's so good with her body and understands where she needs to place the basketball. She hits the first free throw. Just super crafty. Super offensive minded. Knows how to get the basket. Knows how to get the ball near the basket.
First free throw good by Brielle Potacek. Second one on the way. Also good. She is 4 of 4 from the free throw line. None of those 4 even glanced off the rim. Just right through the net every single time. Republic County back down to run offense. Just 8 girls out for basketball. All 8 have played in this game. They dump it inside to Zelma Simpson. She misses a shot over the rim. It's rebounded, though, offensively by Rosalie Gertson. Gertson travels with the basketball and gives it back to Southeast. Now, Republic County, in their defense, they have done a much better job taking care of the ball here in the second half. That's only their second turnover.
Yeah, again, they're getting contested shots, but they're getting their shots up. They're securing the basketball a lot more in this second half. They're doing a really good job. Nice move from Jacobson down low. Might have been hit on the arm. Good non-call right there. It's something that Lexi might get the call later on in this season. Not going to get that call right now tonight. But, yeah, they're doing a good job, Republic County, securing the basketball, getting shots. Nice steal by Castleman.
Avery's going to go down the floor, and after missing her first layup, she has now completed 3 layups. 9 points for Avery Castleman. She leads the way for Southeast of Saline.
I was hearing dunk it from the other side. No, I was all about that. I think they forgot that was not Nakari or Eli on the fast break.
Some great photos from last Tuesday night from Jessica Sprecher on the Facebook pages that were floating around. Here's a three-pointer by Zelma Simpson. That's the first one of the game for Republic County, their first points. But a couple of up and away moments from Nakari and Eli Sawyers in that guys contest that she was able to capture in time with a photograph. Now a traveling violation against Avery Castleman. We'll give it back to Republic County. Just under a minute left to play here in the third.
Well, I'll tell you what, Sprecher does an amazing job. However, it's so much easier when you got players giving you multiple opportunities at those shots. No, but what a blessing she's been to the entire Southeast Saline community. I mean, gosh darn, I'll look at pictures of cross-country meets and you feel like you're there.
Yeah.
I mean, those are awesome.
Here's a steal now. Avery Castleman, after coughing it up, she gets it back. Bounce pass middle of the floor to Brielle Potacik, who coasted in, and she was fouled. Brielle will go back to the free throw line. That was a nice 3-on-1 transition break for Southeast of Saline. That will put the sophomore back at the free throw line. A foul against Emily Hansen is her third. It's been good for Emily, though. Remember, she got the first 2 fouls of this game early on.
When Brielle's still acting like the rim is her enemy, refuses to touch it. And this is getting uncomfortable for the Southeast Saline offense. I mean, you can tell right there that Brielle didn't know if she should have taken that layup or if she should have passed it on. Just attack. This isn't easy for anyone. No rim again.
She is going to elevate her free throw percentage just with this game alone. She's 6 of 6 now. She's been pretty good all season anyway, about 77% on the year, but she's going to get a couple of ticks increase out of that. There's a shot now that's blocked. It's going to go off a Southeast player and out of bounds. It will stay with Republic County, 27 seconds left.
But we talking about the Beloit game or the Minneapolis game? I don't know which one it was, where Carson gets hurt or somebody has to come out of the game. Brielle immediately goes in, hits 2 free throws, sees the ball go in the bucket, and all of a sudden goes on a run.
That was at Beloit, yeah.
Yeah, at Beloit. Huge. And that's just something Brielle does. Once she just finds herself great defensive rebound, great. Oh, goodness gracious.
Another rebound by Potacik, ends up in a run out to Castleman. Then actually went Jacobson, then Castleman, right? Avery got that basket.
And the ball never hit the floor. It was rebound. That's just great transition. The basketball never hit the floor.
Republic County's going to throw this one over the backboard, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. 47-6, we continue on at the end of the third. Southeast of Saline, the 7th-ranked team in the state in Class 3A. They're in control of this one. Running clock in the fourth quarter when we come back. It's presented by Saline Surgical Hospital.
Maybe you don't play quarterback or make the highlight reel. Maybe you're not a high school athlete anymore. But just like an athlete, you can get first-class orthopedic care from Saline Ortho. Their doctors and staff strive to get you back to an injury-free, pain-free life as quickly as possible. Saline Ortho has a doctor on call 24/7 for all orthopedic injuries. So next time you're injured, trust the experts at Saline Ortho. Your voice, your choice, past, present, and future. See them online at salineortho.com.
Frisbee Construction is a service organization for the commercial grain industry dedicated to giving you the best in planning, the best in quality, and the best of workmanship, and overall the best value for your dollar since 1949. Frisbee Construction specializes in new construction as well as remodel and repair of grain handling facilities throughout the Midwest. Frisbee Construction Company in Gypsum has emergency crews available as needed. For more information, go to frisbeeinc.com.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA.
Back ready for the fourth quarter. 47-6 is our score. Southeast of Saline in control of this game as we start the final period. Southeast. Not a great third quarter, but for all things considering, they extended their lead. Just a little sloppy with the basketball at this point. I think they would like to clean that up a little bit. This will be a short fourth quarter, though, with a running clock.
And you're seeing right now, you see Emma Zerfalou, freshman, and Addison Rohr coming in the lineup for Southeast Saline. See the three jacked up right there from Hanson. And you see a foul right there on Pearson, loose ball, and officials are smart. They understand how this game rolls. It's strictly AAU officiating right now, where you understand the clock is going to run no matter how many fouls you call. So you're going to call them all.
Maybe even a couple of free throw.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Those take up time.
And this officiating crew has been really, really good. These games are never easy to officiate. 0 high school games are easy to officiate, ever. But then you throw in a game like this where, you know, they're looking, I mean, they're doing the exact same thing everybody else is. They're looking to get, you know, postseason status, and this is a good crew. And it's a tough situation for them to be in as well. But they've done a great job handling it tonight.
Southeast came up empty on their offensive end. Republic County back down the floor. Selma Simpson has it on the right-hand side along the baseline. They'll swing it back out now. Skip pass over the top of the defense. Driving down along baseline, out to Simpson. Selma Simpson's three goes off the fingertips of Slazner, now into the hands of a Republic County player. A couple attempts inside. That's no good. And Reagan Getz will peel it away for Southeast of Saline. 47-6 our score. Still looking for the first points of the fourth quarter. Almost 2 minutes in. Reagan Getz for three on the right wing. Splashes that one home. Reagan Getz now has 8.
And again, I mean, you get Reagan Getz going. We've seen how dangerous Reagan Getz can get when she gets going.
Long three by Republic County came up too strong. Lady Buffs, though, get their own rebound. Want to stick with us after this game? We'll have final numbers for you. Also a Vernon Jewelers gym of the game. And make the transition to our second game of the night. Three-pointer up by Avery Stint is good. It's a second three-pointer for Republic County.
And then ball immediately taken up court from Southeast Saline, and everybody forgot about Reagan Getz. Getz takes one dribble back. Nobody came at her. She hits the wide-open three.
Not sure how you can forget about her. She just scored a three, hits another one from almost the same spot. Now she is in double digits now with 11. A timeout taken. We'll keep it right here. Other games going on tonight. Ellsworth is at Sacred Heart as people are rounding out their regular seasons. Beloit is at Smith Center. Newton is at Salina Central. Mays at Salina South. Chapman is at Abilene tonight. Bennington is at Hutch Trinity. And Smoky Valley is at Pratt. Again, not a lot of talk about comparisons and watching down the road and seeing how this game turns out. Southeast has done the heavy lifting so far as the regular season goes. They have won their league championships, both boys and girls, outright. They have also clinched the number 1 seed in the sub-state bracket that you'll see released tomorrow by the Kansas High School Activities Association. Both boys and girls from Southeast of Saline will be the number 1 seed in that bracket starting. Minneapolis will be the neutral site where the semifinals and the championship will take place. First round games will be at home on the campus of SES, with boys starting on Monday, the 28th. Girls' first round game on March 1st. That is a week from tonight. Here's another three-pointer put up and in by Republic County. Avery Stint again.
Yeah, Stint's feeling it.
Maybe a little heat check here between her and Reagan Getz, huh? Oh, Getz went out of the game.
I mean, you talk about playing herself in a position. Great drive right there. Maddie Harris might have needed to give herself a better angle. She misses the layup right there, and you see the rebound from Republic County.
Stint had it poked away by Maddie Harris. It is Harris, Potachik out there along with Lexi Jacobson, Eleni Yanakopoulos. And also out there is Callie Augustine.
But yeah, you talk about this sub-state, and I mean, it's usually Murderers Row, and it very well could be Murderers Row for Southeast Saline, but they've played themselves, both boys and girls, in such great situations. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, they've done what they've had to do, right? You can't
really
be higher than the number 1 seed going in, and ideally that should get you the best matchups. It definitely lands you a first-round home game. And you just kind of see from there, the second 4 after the first round, you never know there could be some weird 4-5 matchup, and then that team gets hot. Eleni Anakopoulos drives down the left-hand side of the lane, and she will score her first basket of the night. So she gets into the scoring column. And a substitution timeout, or is this going to be a real timeout?
It looks like substitution, maybe. I don't know.
They're going to take a little bit of time, as we'll keep it right here. Yanakopoulos now the 8th Southeast player to score in this game.
But, we talk about eye tests, we talk about state rankings, and you can do whatever you want with state rankings. But I believe both teams have definitely passed that eye test. I mean, you have a boys team that's ranked 6th in the state right now. You have a girls team that's ranked 7th in the state. This boys team, their strength of schedule just got more and more difficult as the season went on. They went to Ellenwood and took on, one of the top teams in 2A and absolutely just hammered them down. I mean, they went to the last second. They did everything you need to do. They're travel tested. They're tested. This girls team, you don't get to pick and choose when you play teams. I think you would have rather chosen to play the top 2 teams in 2A and 3A at different times. You played them in the middle of the season. You kind of passed that test. I mean, you won one, lost one, but you showed that you belonged. These teams are ready. And maybe it's not the way that you're playing right now. You're not hitting a lot of outside shots. Maybe you just hit those during those big-time games. But you've shown that you can play with anybody in the state. Both the boys and girls team have done that. This boys game, that we'll talk about it next, a lot. I mean, this could be a fun one because this Republic County team can do some things. Mm-hmm. But you're headed in the right direction when you're the Trojans right now, going into postseason play.
Southeast will turn it over here. Their first one of the fourth quarter. That clock continues to run now. 3 minutes left in this game, and the bench clearing continues. Addison Rohr has been in the game. She's been in there for a little while in this game. Sarah Feldman also comes in. Let's see who else we have out there. Kimber Ergozolka. And also, we talked about Callie Augustine being in there. Who else am I missing up top there? That is Emma Zerflew into the game. There's a reverse layup attempted by Republic County. That's no good, and the rebound taken away by Addison Rohr. To the left-hand side, here's a drive and a shot put up. That's no good from Zerflew. They get their own rebound, though, and put it up and in.
And you see right there, you just got to absolutely love it. Sarah Feldman right there with the layup. I love it. Devin, we talk about this all the time. I just love it when you see players, especially the young ones. They come off the bench, they score, and the entire bench explodes.
That, I know, is Sarah Feldman's first varsity basket. This might be her first varsity appearance on the season. Now a shot put up and in for Republic County as they trade baskets. Clock continues to run.
And what a blast. If everything goes the way it should, as you see, nice pass down to Rohr misses layup. There's something special. And these athletes know this. They want to be a part of it. There's when all of a sudden this team leaves for a state tournament, the parade will be there for them. Or, when I say parade, I mean the Southeast Saline. Nice pass to Rohr. But the whole school will be, clapping them out as they leave, as they should. I mean, when you look up and down the lineup, especially of a 3A team, these girls practice every single day. And if they're not practicing their tails off to give everybody else a look, it's iron sharpens iron. I mean, and you just get better and better, every single rep you take.
There's the ball slapped out of bounds. Republic County nearly took that one away. That'll take us down to a minute left to go.
And Shauna Smith still can't sit down. I mean, we thought she's going to sit down earlier. She's almost coaching harder now than she was earlier on. I mean, this is when we talk about this with Bryson Flax when they kind of unload the bench. This is your team. This is your future. I mean, they know this. These coaches are fully aware how important these last-minute opportunities are for their players.
Ogorzolka now comes into the game. Said that earlier. That was actually Allison Modelmog. And a shot put up by Southeast is no good. It'll go back the other way with Republic County. 59-14, 25 seconds left to go. Republic County will throw it into the backcourt here for their 5th turnover of the second half. 15 seconds left to play. Southeast looking to get it in bounds here. What may be the last possession of the night. And a bumping foul. Be the 3rd foul of the second half on Republic County, and that will be the end of the game. 59-14 is our score. Southeast of Saline gets the victory on the season. They are now 17-3 as they head to postseason. They are a perfect 10-0 in NCAA play, where they have now got their 26th consecutive NCAA win. 59-14 our final score, and we come back. Final numbers from this one. Also Vernon Jewelers Gym of the Game. Talk about this contest. A big victory rounding out the regular season for the SES Lady Trojans. Postgame is brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers here on KINA.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Saline.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
The name is JJ Lawn Care, but don't let the name fool you. It's not just lawns they care about, it's their customers. JJ Lawn Care is a locally owned business that works with people in and around Salina on more than just lawns. Warm weather is winding down. Fertilizing and winterizing your lawn and removing those pesky leaves can be a real chore. Let JJ Lawn Care come to the rescue for your fescue. Give Jathan a call today at 820-7728. JJ Lawn Care, caring for more than just your lawn.
Don't get caught on empty. Fill up on all your basic needs at Asaria Oil and Hardware. We want to be sure all our Trojans are fueled up for the big game. Whether you're on the field or in the stands, start with a full tank of gas for your car or your belly. Get your favorite pizza and snacks to have enough stamina to get that Trojan win. Asaria Oil and Hardware, located in Asaria at the corner of Center and Main. We'll fill you up.
Kansas Wesleyan University offers great nursing education options with a BS major in nursing and an RN to BSN program. KWU recently opened a brand new $5 million nursing education center that features state-of-the-art simulation rooms and next-generation classroom equipment designed to take the educational experience to the next level. Wonderful scholarships and opportunities to gain experience are available. Want to know more? Check out kwu.edu/nursing today. That's kwu.edu/nursing.
Time now for the Trojan postgame show on KINA. Stick around for the game recap, final stats, and reaction from the coach. This is Trojan basketball on KINA.
Senior night going on here in Belleville for Republic County seniors. So we put the postgame wrap on a 59-14 victory for Southeast of Saline on the girls' side. 13 points for Avery Castleman. She led the way with a baker's dozen, one of three different Southeast players in double digits. Brel Potachik had 11, also 11 for Reagan Getz, who hit those 2 3-pointers in the fourth quarter. 7 points tonight for Lexi Jacobson, 7 points for Carson Slazner, 4 points tonight for Maddie Harris. Then we have a bunch of players with 2. Addison Rohr scored 2, Eleni Anakopoulos scored 2, Mallory Pearson scored 2, and Sarah Feldman scored 2 for Southeast of Saline. Southeast went 12 of 14 from the free throw line in this game. Brel Potachik, let's single her out. She went 6 of 6 for half of her points from the free throw line. Republic County, meanwhile, Avery Stent got free and got hot in the fourth quarter. She had 7 of her 9 points in the fourth quarter. She led the way for Republic County. 3 points for Zelma Simpson and 2 points for Rosalie Gertson. Republic County, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Those opportunities came in the first quarter. The turnover story, pretty lopsided once again, though. Southeast of Saline did commit 8 turnovers in the second half. They had 11 total for the game, still right at their average. Republic County had 21 turnovers for the game, just a little bit under their average. When we come back, we'll put the wrap on this one, also named a Vernon Jewelers Gym of the Game. 59-14. Our final score, Southeast of Saline wins it here on KINA.
The winter season may be here, but paintball fun is still waiting for you at Elite Sports. Elite Sports Paintball Complex, located 5 miles south of Salina, is open for special winter hours. Get the group together and visit Elite Sports on Saturdays and Sundays this winter from 11 until 4. Elite Sports features low-impact paintballs for the beginners or little ones, so everyone can have more fun. Visit them online at salinapaintballcomplex.com. Elite Sports Paintball Complex, open and waiting for you this weekend.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire-related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Saline.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Salina Regional's Orthopedic and Sports Medicine is your home field advantage. Our physicians include sports medicine physician Dr. Matthew Pyle, along with orthopedic surgeons Drs. Travis Rump, Todd Riley, and Timothy Hawks, plus an A-team of certified athletic trainers and physical therapists. We're ready when you need us to help prevent injuries, enhance performance, or to heal through surgery and rehabilitation. For area athletes to weekend warriors, the home field advantage starts at Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Generations of confidence, relationships for life. Since establishing business in 1887, the Bank of Tuscany has built its reputation on personal service and community promotion. Family owned and locally operated in communities of Tuscany, Lincoln, Saline, and Lindsborg. The Bank of Tuscany strives to provide customers with a competitive array of loan and deposit products that aid in their financial success. Visit us today and see why so many people have helped the Bank of Tuscany become one of the strongest banks in Kansas. Bank of Tuscany, member FDIC.
We're growing your way. We're the Bank of Tuscany.
Stardust Trophy in downtown Salina is your full-service headquarters for trophies and awards for club and sporting events. But did you know Stardust Trophies also makes employee name tags with your company logo? They engrave executive awards like desk clocks and pen desk sets. They imprint artwork and photos on t-shirts, coffee mugs, mouse pads, even personal calculators. Stardust Trophy carries clear sports ball holders on wood bases for treasured or autographed balls from footballs to golf balls. Go to Full Service Stardust Trophy, 121 South Santa Fe, downtown Salina.
For nearly 40 years, Home Automotive Center has taken pride in taking care of the people of our community. And if you're interested in selling your car, we can help you with that too, with the Home Automotive Center buyback program. It's the easiest way to get the best price for your car. So when you're ready to sell, we're ready to buy. Simply bring your car to either dealership in Abilene or Salina, and we'll get you taken care of, because that's what we do best. Get your best price with the Home Automotive Center buyback program in Abilene and Salina. You'll be glad you did.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Back here in postgame, brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers. Devin Haney and also Tyler Smith as we get ready to round this one out. 59-14. Tyler, I think you accomplished what you need to accomplish, right? As far as we know, no injuries in this game. You come out, you get a 59-14 victory. You put a cap now on what is an undefeated NCAA season. And also now back-to-back champions. We knew that coming into this game. 26 consecutive NCAA wins for the Southeast of Saline Lady Trojans. And now you go to Sub-State, and you get a chance to put your imprint on a Sub-State bracket that is going to be competitive, yet not overwhelming. And now you also have a week to prepare for that Sub-State and a home game 1 week from tonight.
Yeah, and in straight Southeast of Saline, fashion, there's not a 20-point score. I mean, this is a 17-win team, and there wasn't a single 20-point score throughout the entire season. And that to me just shows you the depth of this team. And that's the thing. I mean, you're running into a Sub-State, a very tricky Sub-State, because it's a lot of teams you've already played. The teams that you're unfamiliar with, it can be difficult. You've got to go in there as the 1 seed and play like the 1 seed. But the thing that you keep, doing to teams is, who do you stop? Like, what do you do? Like, this is getting really difficult for other teams. And we're seeing the emergence of Brielle Patochik. We're seeing, Reagan Getz, come on, when she needs to. You talk about, Maddie Harris. You talk about, Avery Castleman. And then guess what? There's Carson Slatesman, and there's Mallory Pearson. There's just so many ways. Eleni Yonakopoulos has beat you the last couple times. This team's going to come at you in so many ways. I don't know who you stop. I don't know who you take away, because it seems like whoever you take away, somebody else is going to be able to find the way, and that's the fun thing about this team. Because the one thing you're not going to do is you're not going to see them slip defensively either way.
The book is still left unwritten about the Southeast of Saline team. The regular season is over, hoping there's 6 more games left for the Lady Trojans, right? I mean, you look at 3 Sub-State, 3 at State. But this is a really good regular season for Southeast of Saline. If you look back 5 years ago, the last team for Southeast of Saline on the girls' side that went to the state tournament, they had a 15-4 regular season record. By the time they were through sub-state and the state tournament, they finished that year 18-5. So 15-4, not that far off from what Southeast of Saline did this year. 2 less losses on a 17-3 regular season. But just the league wins is impressive enough. I mean, we talked about it coming in here tonight. You didn't know what was going to happen. We knew Republic County was down, but you just never know. You got a long way to think about it. It really hasn't been a close league game other than the Beloit Trojans. I think they're the main competition right now in the NCAA for Southeast of Saline. The Southeast has not stubbed their toe. They've just taken care of business coming through games that they're supposed to win. And I always remember Shauna Smith telling me that last year and coming into this year in the offseason is we've been winning games we're supposed to win. Now we need to go compete and win with maybe toss-up games or 50-50 games or maybe even teams that we're not supposed to beat. And I think they've done that this year. Now they make the routine games look routine, and then you're looking ahead to those big games because you don't know what's going to happen.
No, I mean, you hit the nail on the head right there. I mean, you talk about, like last year, like winning the league was huge because it hadn't been done in a while. And then all of a sudden you find yourself that you won the league undefeated. And then you start looking ahead and you're like, oh, hold on. If we won the league last year, and let's be completely honest, the league this year is completely different than it was last year. Yeah. I mean, Minneapolis, Beloit, Sacred Heart. I mean, there's so many teams that are so much stronger. You know, Ellsworth, it gave some struggles at Ellsworth. I mean, these teams are getting so much stronger. The league is getting back to where it was. You could say it was weaker last year than it had been in years. It's coming back up. However, you just ran through the league 2 years in a row. But it's entering games like Hugoton that maybe when you go in there and you're flipping a coin, you're going, we probably, if you're an odds maker, you're not giving Southeast Saline the favor. But it's that depth. They just crush you. They kill you. And you go into a Sterling game, and there's no way you should play with Sterling because Sterling hasn't lost a game in what seems like forever. And you're a last-second shot from a state player of the year away from winning that basketball game. You keep winning games. You keep finding yourself in games that nobody else thinks you can, or those 50-50 games. That's going to be the fun thing. You take care of what you should take care of. This team goes to Hutchinson. And we're way ahead of ourselves, but that's our job. Like, we're not coaches. We're not in the locker room. We can talk about it. It's one game at a time, but this is a team that I think if you can find yourself, if you can get past what you need to get past, they're going to cause some issues. It's because defense travels. And it's just like when you're talking to Mitch Gebhardt and you're talking, about Chance Patachek's defenses, how they travel in cold weather. Shauna Smith's defense travels. It goes absolutely everywhere. And every once in a while, you're going to get somebody pop off for 15, for 17. Someone's going to have a night offensively, and it's going to be a really tough game for the opposition.
The highest point total by any Southeast of Saline player this season was Carson Slazner. That was the home game against Beloit back in December where she had 19. You've also had games this year, 17 points out of Brielle Patachek, 14 points out of Maddie Harris, 12 points out of Lexi Jacobson, 15 points out of Mallory Pearson, 17 points out of Reagan Getz, 15 points out of Avery Castleman. But as you said, nobody for Southeast of Saline scored 20 points this year, and that held true again tonight. 10 different Southeast of Saline players in the scoring column. Their 3 leading scorers all had 11. Brielle Patachek, Avery Castleman, and Reagan Getz. Those 3 will split and be our Vernon Jewelers gems of the game. In a 59-14 victory for Southeast of Saline, they are now 17-3 overall as they head to Sub-State 1 week from tonight. A perfect 10-0 now in league play. 59-14, that'll do it here on the Commercial Tire Center's postgame report. Let's turn the corner now and get started for game number 2 of our doubleheader. Southeast of Saline and Republic County when we come back here on KINA.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach, right off Crawford, and their second location in the Central Mall in Salina, and a new location location in McPherson, based on honesty and trust. Contact L&L Advisors today.
The Appliance Center. It's where you go to shop for washers, dryers, kitchen appliances, furniture, pellet grills, TVs, and so much more. If you are looking for a local, family-owned business, visit the Appliance Center. We're in the big red and white building on South Broadway in Salina. Come experience the Appliance Center difference.
To someone going through a difficult time, a text, a call, or a visit can mean so much. Reach out to the veterans in your life today. Let them know they're not alone. If you're a veteran in crisis or know one who is, visit veteranscrisisline.net for confidential support.
When termites strike your home or business, you want to fight back with the best. Hasman Termite and Pest Control to the rescue. With over 57 years experience, they offer the best of options, including the new BASF High Precision Injection Treatment. Don't let termites get you down. With one phone call to Hasman's, they can put one in the win column for you. Call Hasman Termite and Pest Control today or visit HasmanTermite.com and follow them on Facebook.
PRP, or platelet-rich plasma injection therapy, has received quite a bit of attention since its use by many professional athletes. Professional football players like Peyton Manning and Jamal Charles have used PRP therapy for sports injuries and to avoid surgery. But you don't have to be a world-class athlete with millions of dollars for this cutting-edge therapy. PRP is available to you in the Salina Pain Clinic. Call the doctors for a consultation and see if this treatment is right for you. See them at 200 South 5th in the Salina Surgical Arts Center.
Troublesome car repair and everyone has told you it cannot be fixed or it's way too expensive? Try McKim Auto Service in Gypsum, Kansas. They do quick, dependable work and provide the lowest hourly rate in the area. McKim Auto will service your vehicle from front to back and everything in between. They treat you and your car like a friend or even family. McKim Service specializes in engine and transmission rebuilds. 701 Maple, Gypsum, Kansas. Wouldn't trust anyone else with my family car. So, if your repair seems grim, remember McKim. Give them a call today to make your appointment.
And the second free throw is good. The Trojans have called timeout to make some important decisions.
Hi fans, it's Winnell Garrettson from SalinaHomes.com. In every game, there are lots of options to make the right play, and in real estate, the plays can be challenging. Whether you're a first-time buyer, upsizing for the family, investing in rentals or commercial property, or selling land, I have the knowledge to help you win your real estate game. It's sure to be a slam dunk when I serve as your realtor. Buy or sell, call Winnell.
And it's our chance to step away and talk to Bryson Flax, head coach of the Southeast of Saline Trojans. Coach, it's been a week since your last game, a 74-34 victory over the Ellsworth Bearcats. You win that one by 40. You get your 16th win of the season. Led in scoring by Eli Sawyers with 21, 12 for Luke Gebhardt, 11 for Nakari Morikel-Palmer. But all in all, you have 10 different Trojans score in that contest. What do you think about that game? How much did you spend on it? How much have you spent on new stuff? I'm curious what the last week has brought your way into the gym.
Yeah, we didn't spend too much time on it, to be honest with you. We really we took one day off and kind of hit the ground running. Then on whatever it was, Thursday and Friday, we really got after it on Friday and had a pretty good practice yesterday, but just got to keep taking steps forward and we're gonna hit this one and get another long break, and that's just part of it.
We talked about the uniqueness of your schedule and just having a week between two games, your 19th and 20th games of the season, and then having another week till you start sub-state really coming up on Monday. And I'm always curious when you give the guys a day off at this point in the year, because you don't have that luxury all the time. When you give them a day off, how was practice coming back then on Thursday and Friday? Did you get a focus group back in the gym?
I thought so. I thought it was kind of business as usual. And Friday specifically, when we got up and down a bunch and we were playing some cutthroat games and stuff, and we were really, really physical, and it was really good for us. It was a level of physicality that you don't see night in and night out, but you see it throughout the season. With the Hillsboroughs and the Hestons and those really physical teams, and we're trying to prepare ourselves to not be bothered by physicality.
Your top 7 or 8, pretty solid. But I know you've worked a lot with your JV guys and some of the guys that aren't getting a lot of varsity minutes. But those guys are crucial in the gym. We know that there's weeks that gone by this season. Your biggest competition is going to be yourself in practice. How have those guys come along, and how has that helped your practice kind of increase intensity a little bit?
And to add to that, just those guys from starting 0-4, you know, and so they kind of figured it out. I did have a really good compliment from an opposing coach that told us that he thought our JV team would finish third in their league, you know, and that's a really good compliment to have because we're in a unique situation where they don't get a lot of run, you know, and that's just, you know, it is what it is because we're so top heavy, but definitely in practice they can get after it and you know, we're just trying to, and I think it helps them just as much going against, you know, for Kirby Davis to go against Eli every day, you know, that helps. You know, we usually have 2 or 3 guys guarding Eli when we're practicing though, just to give them different looks.
It may sound a bit like, you know, the millionaire sitting on the beach saying the sun's too hot this time of year, but honestly, that presents a couple of problems for you when you're fielding a varsity team and you don't have any seniors. Some of those guys that would be playing JV are logging 4 quarters of varsity, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely. And you know, because we're in the unique situation that we're in with the no senior thing and our sophomores, you know, they understand that they still have to prepare to be varsity basketball players, you know, because it may be 1 year. And that's uncommon at Southeast. That's not uncommon all over, you know, at other places. But they just got to continue to stay the course and continue to get better. And like I'm going to tell them in their postseason one-on-ones, you know, I'm not into playing someone off based on what they did last year over the summer. You know, it's dog eat dog. So if you compete and you show me that you're top 12, you know, then you're top 12. It is what it is, and it doesn't matter where you were last year.
How do you approach tonight? You're coming in. This is the Republic County team. They're under 500. They have struggled a little bit this year, but they may have done what you needed them to do Friday night, and that's knock off Sacred Heart. Did that get your attention?
Yeah, it did. You know, and truth be told, Sacred Heart really wasn't that good that night, and they just struggled to score. But regardless, they found a way to close out a game when they were behind by, you know, almost 9 in the fourth quarter. They come back and close it out. You know, you got to guard them. You know, you got to guard them, and they work inside out. They're patient, but they'll hit shots if you let them shoot. So we got to make them uncomfortable.
With a week since your last game, a week almost until your next game, what do you want to see out of you guys tonight?
Oh, man, our JV was flat. The girls kind of came out a little flat. You know, we got to change that. You know, we want to come out with a lot of energy, and you know, mistakes are going to happen. You know, we're going to miss some shots, but do the things that we can control. Full speed, and let's go take care of business.
Good luck. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thanks, Tim.
Bryson Flex, head coach of the Southeast of Saline Trojans. His guys tonight looking to round out the regular season on a win here in Belleville.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach, right off Crawford, and their second location in the Central Mall in Salina, and a new location in McPherson, based on honesty and trust. Contact L&L Advisors today.
Salina Surgical Hospital is a high-quality surgical facility with a comfortable and home-like atmosphere. Together with our community's greatest doctors, we are committed to a patient care model where exceptional satisfaction is the norm and every patient feels like they are treated with respect, dignity, and compassion. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure with us. Salina Surgical Hospital. Your voice, your choice.
A shield against the elements. Comfort in the midst of chaos. Shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For 75 years, Shelter Insurance has remained true to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company, our why. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life.
See me, Kelly Kitchener, at our brand new location, 1809 South Ohio in Salina.
The Southeast of Saline School District has a long-standing reputation for excellence. This excellence in public education has been a source of great pride and one of the factors contributing to the quality of life in our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation works in partnership with the USD 306 School District and the community that it serves to maximize student potential, thereby creating a lasting legacy, not only for our children, but for our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation salutes the Trojan Sports Program.
Salina Septic Services provides septic services including septic tank installation, inspection, and repair. In addition to professional septic tank services, we also provide portable restroom rentals. We have many options available, including his and hers portable restrooms and hand washing sinks. Setup, service, and removal are all part of our rentals. Whether you project a long-term construction job or a family gathering, we guarantee a clean porta potty. Find us today at salinasepticservice.com, proudly supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses acquire relief loans to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
You're telling me your driver turns you on remotely?
It feels so good. One gentle touch of a handy remote or mobile app and my motor is running. And don't fret, my little pickup pal. New Image Audio installs these inside trucks too.
Oh, yeah.
You'll want it when the winter chill hits. A remote start from New Image Audio for cars, trucks, even diesels. All systems remote and cell phone capable. Nationwide coverage. Get yours at New Image Audio on South Broadway
in Salina.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Welcome back on the L&L Advisors post-game report, getting you ready for the second game of our doubleheader after a big Southeast of Saline Lady Trojan victory. It's the guys' turn, and they will take on an 8-11 Republic County team. Republic County will come out. They will start 6'5 senior Blake Arond, 9 points, 10 rebounds a game. He's one of the leading scorers on this team and is the leading rebounder. Caleb Bates, 6'4 senior, also in the lineup. Remember, Caleb Bates was a young man who got hurt in warm-ups in the game at Southeast of Saline and did not play in that contest against the Trojans back at the end of January. Trevor Llewellyn, a 5'11 senior, in the starting lineup, 4 points, 4 rebounds a game. Brody Boyer, a 5'11 senior, 9 points, 2.5 rebounds a game. And Trey Melton, a 5'11 junior, 8 points, 2.5 rebounds per game. This Republic County team is 8-11 overall. They average on offense 37 points a game while giving up 46 points a game on defense. And they are coming off of a victory against Sacred Heart on Friday night, 43-39. Southeast of Saline comes in. They are currently the 6th-ranked team in Class 3A in the state of Kansas. Currently, Bryson Flax's squad, 16-3 overall. They're 9-0 in league play, and they have already clinched the outright league championship. 4 juniors in the starting lineup, led by Eli Sawyers, a 6'5 junior, 17 points a game, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Nakari, Moracle, Palmer, 6'2 junior, 13 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. Nakari leads this team in rebounding, steals, assists, and blocks. Drake Augustine, a 5'10 junior, 5 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists per game. Luke Gebhardt, a 6'1 junior, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists per game. And the lone sophomore in the starting lineup is 5'10 sophomore Daniel Kerr, 4 points, a rebound, and an assist per game. Bryson Flax is assisted by Trent Douglas and also Joe Ross. And this is a series you got to go all the way back to 2013, Tyler Smith, to find the last Republic County victory in this head-to-head series with Southeast of Saline.
And that seems crazy because Republic County always comes with competitive teams. And you talk about a matchup right now. Bryson Flax loves this. He loves this. Republic County team is coming in with a lot of confidence. A win. Bryson Flax will always love teams beating Sacred Heart. But it means Republic County comes in knowing they can beat Southeast Saline. I mean, they're lacking zero confidence. It's senior night. This is a group. They've got a lot of good seniors. They fight hard. They play hard. They're off a huge win. This is a team that wants to play Southeast Saline. They're loving this. This is going to be a fun matchup.
I mean, you talk about finishing your season strong. You just go out and you knock off the top 2 teams in the NCAA, right? I mean, you get Southeast of Saline, you get Sacred Heart, Beloit's in that mix as well. But, man, if you can do that in your Republic County and you're in Class 2A, that sub-state that you happen to host here in your gym could be just kind of keep the snowball type thing rolling. But it's been a bunch of losses here towards the end of the season for this Republic County team. They're looking to finish here on a strong note. Last time they went to state was in that year that they beat Southeast. The last time, that was 2013. Once again, last time these two teams hooked up, right after the Sterling tournament on the campus of SES, it was a 53-31 victory for the Trojans. Eli Sawyers and Blake Arond enter the center circle together, and they're going to get basically a double tip. They're going to redo the jump ball.
Well, I think Jason Gordon the wind might have caught that basketball. That thing got high.
He double clutch it or just pull it left?
There you go. Gordon, much more center throws. He gives a little smile to his other officials. Yeah, I think he got jacked up right there.
Little Scott Norwood just pulled it left for the Buffalo Bills on the kick on that one. Southeast wins the tip. They are wearing purple as you view it on SalinaPost.com. That's brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. We're underway. Last regular season game for Southeast of Saline, and we're in Belleville as Southeast takes on the Republic County Buffaloes. Here's a pass inside to Sawyers. He bobbled the pass from Luke Gebhardt. Ball on the floor, and the arrow will break the dual possession. They'll go to the other way and belong to Republic County. First turnover on the first possession for SES.
Yeah, and you see Carter White right there for Republic County getting on the floor. Carter White's just built like a huge muscle. I mean, that kid's going to be on the floor all night for Republic County. This matchup, I mean, you just tell there's a different intensity right now. This Republic County team they're all about it. This is going to be a great test for Southeast Saline.
They play it off to the left-hand side with the basketball. Carter White. White now up top to Caleb Bates. Bates finds Trevor Llewellyn. Between the circles we go now to Brody Boyer. Ron comes out, has it top of the circle, looks for a little high-low entry. He had 2 guys, one on each block down low, but couldn't complete that play. Republic County just doing this thing that they do, man, and that's just working the ball around Tyler. They're not really anxious to shoot the ball early. They want to make you play defense. They want to get you in foul trouble. They want to get the ball in down low to Blake Arond, who turns and scores with the left hand.
Yeah, and Arond's it's a big kid. I mean, we don't see many guys that can match up with Southeast Saline with an Eli Sawyers. Arond's got a big body. I mean, he knows how to use it right there. Again, you're going to see Republic County be extremely patient. They want to run as much time off the clock as they can. And they want to take time to score. You see Sawyers disrupted by Arond. Big time rebound from Arond in Republic County basketball.
Republic County with a good start here. They lead it 2-0. Trevor Llewellyn with the ball. Comes down the floor, and he's going to lose it out of bounds. It will go back to Southeast of Saline.
And this is one of those games. If this game gets in the 50s or 60s, Southeast Saline will run away with it. But Republic County wants to keep this game ugly. They want it in the 30s. The 40s. I mean, that's going to give them a puncher's chance, and you never know what can happen if things get funny in that area.
Akari Morical-Palmer got a high brush screen there from Eli Sawyers. He's going to bounce the three-pointer, top of the circle. That's rattling out in and out, no good. Republic County holding Southeast of Saline to just one chance to score here. And isn't that really one of the keys against the Southeast team that gets to the boards so well, is you need to eliminate their offensive rebounds?
Yeah, you do. I mean, sometimes the best offense for Southeast Saline is a missed shot because you have so many players attacking and you have so many weapons that can just go right back up with the bucket after a missed shot.
Defense ratcheting up here for Southeast in intensity. Republic County, though, they just pull it out and they calm things back down. 2-0 as we are nearly 3 minutes into this game. Republic County has the basketball and Southeast of Saline knocks it out of bounds. It will stay with the Buffaloes and they will inbound underneath their own basket.
And it's so easy to talk about a team that plays slow and wants to play slow. It's another thing to have a team that's disciplined enough to play slow. And it looks like this Republic County team's completely bought in. I mean, they understand that they can't run. I mean, they're taking, everything into account. They understand that if they go up and down, this game's going to get ugly. They want to value every single possession. They want every single possession to take as much time as it possibly can.
You do realize why it's easy to talk about a team that plays slow, right? Because there's nothing else to talk about. I mean, you have to talk about them. Here's Arond inside, backing Sawyers down. This time Sawyers is going to get the block. Nearly got the ball taken away. Now Daniel Carroll scoop it up. Up to Nakari. Bounce pass to Augustine. He missed his first chance, misses his second chance. And now the Buffaloes will lose it out of bounds. Southeast will inbound underneath their own basket. Still almost 3:20 into this game. Southeast has not scored, and that's been a rarity this year in our year that we've seen them start games. 12-0, 14-0, 20-0 against Ellsworth.
And all of a sudden you start to press a little bit, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, you're this far in. You just got to continue to stay calm, run through your offense. I mean, this is only the second or third possession we've seen. And, you know, as the Sawyers misses that, you just got to slow things down and trust yourself.
Sawyers inside with that pretty turnaround. We've seen him make that shot time and time again. Now a deep low post entry to Blake Arond. Little pump fake, got Nakari off his feet, but he couldn't finish. Back the other way after the rebound from Luke Gebhardt. Up the floor to Augustine. He made it along the baseline, then carried the basketball. A little hesitation there. The baseline official viewed it as a pickup and a put back down and said that's going to be a double dribble. Back the other way. 2 turnovers now on Southeast. Belleville gets it back. Republic County. Up the floor, they approach the timeline. Little run and jump here for Southeast defensively. Now Republic County has numbers, but Luke Gebhardt deflects a pass and knocks it away. Here comes Nakari back the other side. 2 feet on the three-point line. His jumper won't go. And Republic County again cleans it up.
Well, Devin, I think right there you want to see Nakari kind of cross over when he gets to that wing and just attack the bucket. I mean, don't settle for the awkward 19-footer. We've seen Nakari hit that, but you want to see him kind of cross over, attack the bucket, and see if you can kind of get an easier shot, maybe a foul.
There's a ball on the floor. Blake Arond is going to save it. Now a layup good by Caleb Bates on the left-hand side. 4-0, Republic County. Southeast working through their offense here. Republic County playing man-to-man defense. Here's a fadeaway 2-pointer by Nakari. He might have been in three-point lane on that far side. Nonetheless, he missed it. Daniel Kerr got the rebound, plays it to Luke Gebhardt, who shoots one off the top of the backboard. And right now, Southeast just looks out of sync offensively as Republic County gets the rebound off Gebhardt's miss and a foul committed down low against Drake Augustine.
Yeah, and I always like these situations. You can always kind of, look at the coach. When you see a team out of sync, and Coach Flax isn't concerned. I think he understands the situation. He understands his players. It's a completely different style of basketball that Republic County's playing, and Coach Flax knows that there's nothing he's going to yell or say or what he does. He's got players out there, and they're gonna have to figure this out. That's what I love. When he starts to panic, I think we'll start to panic. But right now, he's just ready to see his players create opportunities defensively.
Brought a couple of guys in off the bench that'll turn things up for him defensively. Nearly get a takeaway from Republic County as Kason Lilly, Caden Isaacson, and Drew Richardson all check in. They're out there with Luke Gebhardt and also Nakari Moriko-Palmer. 2:49 left to go. Southeast still scoreless here in this game. Blake Arond steps between two defenders. Shot up, no good. The rebound from Nakari Moriko-Palmer. Up the floor comes Drew Richardson now. Left-hand sideline. He'll hand it back off to Nakari. Nakari now measuring the defense. He gets into the paint, lost the ball, scores free. That's the third turnover for Southeast. 4-0 Republic County. They bring it back across the timeline and across the Buffalo mascot head here at center floor in Belleville. Couple of dribbles on the right wing. Again, deep low post entry to Bates. His turnaround won't go. Here comes Richardson with the rebound. Up the floor to Gebhardt. He's going to spring it free. Might have got a shot blocked by Arond down low, but Caden Isaacson there to put it up and in. 2:05 left to go before the first score.
And if you had Caden Isaacson for the first Southeast Lane bucket, you're winning big right now in Vegas. I mean, just a great follow-up. And that's what you want to see. You want to see Gebhardt attacking the bucket. Don't settle for outside shots. Great defense right there from Gebhardt, flinging the basketball away. But attack.
This unit in there for Southeast of Saline, they are turning it up defensively. Gebhardt all over the place. Just did a complete barrel roll in midair as he almost got that rebound away. And Southeast now will have to defend down low as Republic County will have it underneath their own basket. Lob pass inside, Blake Arond. He's going to hesitate for Nakari to go flying by and then finishes with the left hand.
Yeah, and Arond's crafty. I mean, he's not only big down there. I mean, you got a solid structure down there, 6'4", absolutely loaded. you can't just fly after shots. I mean, he's crafty. He knows how to use the body. You got Nakari in the air, and he had an easy layup.
Nakari on the left-hand side, 6-2 Republic County. They bounce it into Isaacson. He'll throw it back out to the far corner. Drew Richardson. Case and Lilly has it now as we approach 1 minute left to go. Gebhardt looking inside at Richardson, and Southeast turns it over. They throw it away. Take a check of your Bennington State Bank scoreboard. Chapman beats Abilene in girls play, 52-39. If you're just joining us and missed the girls game, 59-14. Southeast of Saline won it. 17-3 now in the regular season. The NCAA champs now waiting on the sub-state bracket that will be released before lunch tomorrow. 6-2 here in the guys contest. Under a minute left to go in the first quarter. Republic County with the lead and the basketball. Blake Aron, a little ball fake. Now he'll skip it across the defense. Back out. Now inside to Bates. Bates had that ball poked free by Nakari Merkel-Palmer, and it goes out of bounds, staying with Republic County.
Yeah, I mean, the game has no flow, and that's exactly how Republic County wants this game to go. They want people to talk about how ugly this is, and they want to come away with a win. Nice little baseline move.
Trey Melton tried the reverse layup. That bounced around on the rim and then fell off. Nakari will clean it up. Case and Lilly now down the floor. Off to Nakari. He's in the keyhole. Couple of dribbles back and forth. Now stuck high post. He bounces it down low to Isaacson. Caden dribbled himself into trouble. Now finds Nakari on the backside, who has his shot blocked, and it goes out of bounds. It will stay with Southeast of Saline as it draws probably the biggest ovation from the crowd since we've been here.
Yeah, and Trevor Llewellyn did a really good job, got Nakari on the way up, and Nakari kind of looked at him like, I'll put that in my memory bank. We'll see. We'll see what happens later on, but good play from Llewellyn right there from Republic County.
Gebhardt, high post now to Nakari. Free throw line jumper from 15 feet off the backboard and in. Guess when things are going like this, you'll take it, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, and that's a shot that Nakari's going to have to hit. That's 15 feet. Nobody's in his eye. Llewellyn misses the shot at the buzzer.
6-4 our score. Republic County leads Southeast of Saline at the end of one. When we come back, second quarter action, you're listening to Southeast of Saline Trojan basketball. Also viewing on SalinaPost.com. Brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach, right off Crawford, and their second location in the Central Mall in Salina, and a new location in McPherson, based on honesty and trust. Contact L&L Advisors today.
Maybe you don't play quarterback or make the highlight reel. Maybe you're not a high school athlete anymore. But just like an athlete, you can get first-class orthopedic care from Salina Ortho. Their doctors and staff strive to get you back to an injury-free, pain-free life as quickly as possible. Salina Ortho has a doctor on call 24/7 for all orthopedic injuries. So next time you're injured, trust the experts at Salina Ortho. Your voice, your choice, past, present, and future. See them online at salinaortho.com.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Devin Haney, Tyler Smith back here at Republic County High School in Belleville. The Buffaloes lead Southeast of Saline 6-4 as we start second quarter action. Glad you could join us here for the last regular season game. This is game number 20 for Southeast of Saline. Jake Gebhardt into the game for the first time. Here's Case and Lilly for 3 off the kick from Eli Sawyers. That's no good. Rebound collected by Carter White for Republic County. So it's Sawyers, Richardson, Isaacson, Jake Gebhardt, and Case and Lilly on the floor for Southeast.
And it's the depth and it's the versatility of this group that you have on the floor right now. Like every single one of Flax's, units he has out there, everybody can guard everybody. You see right there, Sawyers is drawing the perimeter and he makes a nice defensive play. But you're seeing right there, you're seeing Caden Isaacson on Trey Melton, and that's not a matchup I think normally you want, but you're fine with Isaacson on anybody. I mean, it's just everybody's irreplaceable. I mean, they can all replace each other. They can all switch on screens. They can do so many things. They can also guard down low. If you got Isaacs in your pocket right now, that's not a fun matchup for anybody on the opposing team.
Here's Aron trying to fake Sawyers. Sawyers learned from the first couple of times. He's going to take it away. Now he's going to be ridden up the floor. Turn and find Jake Gebhardt for 2. Boy, Jake's kind of been Johnny on the spot lately for Southeast, hasn't he?
He really has. And you talk about the fun that a mid-season pick, an acquisition could be. It's almost kind of like what Jake Gebhardt is. I mean, he's just getting healthier and healthier. We've seen him appear now about, I think, 13 or 14 Southeast Saline games, but his role is becoming more and more significant each and every game.
Southeast bringing it up the floor. Augustine will float to the right, now play it back to the middle to Sawyers. Now Gebhardt has a little hesitation back and forth. Left-hand side, Isaacson. Down low post entry now to Sawyers in a double team. I don't know how he made that shot, but somehow he got it off the window, and Eli Sawyers has his first two. Now it's the first Southeast of Saline lead at 8-6.
Again, that's a mathematician's dream right there. Sawyers with the protractor out, got the angle, knew exactly how to dial it in, had the compass out. Any other mathematician cliches I can bring, but great finish from Sawyers.
Foul on Sawyers playing defense. That's the second team foul on Southeast of Saline, and just the second foul of the game. Republic County has yet to foul yet. 2:15 left to go here before halftime. 8-6 our score. Southeast with a narrow 2-point lead. Bates down low, try to get Sawyers back up off his feet. Blake Aron on the bench right now for Republic County. We'll see how these Buffs want to play without him. He touches the ball quite a bit when he's on the floor offensively. Republic County trying to get some dribble drive penetration going here. Southeast there, though, defensively playing pretty well. Near steal by Augustine, but Republic County keeps it. Llewellyn down the lane, left-hand side. And a foul called on Eli Sawyers up top. Sawyers dances away from the call. Bryson Flax shaking his head negatively.
Well, I thought right there that Trevor Llewellyn did a really good job going up with the left hand, which kind of protected the basketball and himself from Sawyers. It looked like Sawyers might have gotten maybe the elbow a little bit with the body just coming across as Llewellyn hits that first free throw. It's just one of those tough angles. It's tough to do when a player's going with the left hand. You got to get that basketball clean. If not, there's going to be some contact. But it looked like there was more action before that perhaps wouldn't have called maybe a walk, maybe a carry from Llewellyn. Regardless, finished, and he drew the foul.
2 free throws up and good from Trevor Llewellyn. He's going to tie this game at 8. Sawyers stays on the floor. Bryson Flax not concerned about the 2 early fouls. He has 2 of the 3 fouls called in this game, does Sawyers. Nakari Morikel-Palmer has checked back in along with Daniel Kerr. Eli Sawyers has it on the left-hand side. Between his legs, gets in the paint. Out to Augustine for 3. That one's no good. Long bounce out to the far corner. Ends up Republic County ball, but her defensive trap for Southeast. And a timeout's going to be called by Republic County. Buffaloes want to save that possession here early on. 5:25 left to go in the second quarter. A 30-second timeout here on KINA.
Frisbee Construction is a service organization for the commercial grain industry dedicated to giving you the best in planning, the best in quality, and the best of workmanship and overall the best value for your dollar since 1949. Frisbee Construction specializes in new construction as well as remodel and repair of grain handling facilities throughout the Midwest. Frisbee Construction Company in Gypsum has emergency crews available as needed. For more information, go to frisbeeinc.com.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA.
5:25 left to play here in the second quarter. We're all tied up at 8 points apiece. Low-scoring contest. Not a lot of fouls either here early on as these two NCAA schools doing battle here in Belleville. Republic County comes in. They're not the last-place team in the league. They actually have 3 NCAA wins this year. Minneapolis in the basement at 1-9 in league play. Republic County gets it down low to Caleb Bates. He's going to turn and score. And automatically, we've seen the impact from Caleb Bates here in this game. Spin move. Sawyers just put Blake Aron in the spin cycle, and he scores 2.
Yeah, he really did, and that's a difficult thing. I mean, Sawyers catches the ball at the top of the key. It's one dribble to spin. I mean, it's so difficult to guard that and to get in the way. Great finish from the big-time junior.
There's a backdoor cut by Aron. He hesitates for Jake Gebhardt to go by, then he's going to score. Boy, Blake Aron, every time he catches the ball down low in the block area, you know he's not going to go with his primary shot. He's going to throw the head and shoulders up, see who gets up in the air, and then he's going to go with his second chance to score. There's Sawyers down low in the short corner. He's going to kick it out to fellow junior Nakari. 3-pointer on the way. Go ahead and count that one. Another lead for Southeast. They're up by 1.
And that 3-point shot looks so much different from Nakari when it's in rhythm and he's coming off something. Nakari does so many things so well. One of the things I don't think he does really good is kind of create his own three-point shot, but when he catches it in rhythm on the hop like that, just a fantastic finish.
Not only is Sawyers on the floor with 2 fouls, Tyler, he's also guarding Republic County's best player, Blake Aron, down low. Aron's going to come out now. Sawyers takes it away. Look out. Sawyers going up for the layup with the right hand. Thought he might have had a dunk on his mind, but all of a sudden now a half a dozen rattled off here by Eli Sawyers.
And right there, that's what I love Bryson Flax with that confidence in Sawyers. He's not only letting him play with 2, but he's letting him play aggressively with 2. Great job from Sawyers.
Aron gets it mid-lane, kicks it out. Couple of dribbles here from Brody Boyer. Now high post again to Blake Aron. Turns, he's surveying. Augustine flies by and takes a swipe at the ball. Back out to Boyer. Aron again, high post. Trey Melton now has it. Melton takes a couple of dribbles, now draws the double team. Goes into Aron down low. That ball's going to be slapped out by Jake Gebhardt, and a foul called on the hand check on the drive. Let's see who gets this one for Southeast of Saline. It'll be Jake Gebhardt. That is his first.
And again, just give credit to that Republic County offense. I mean, when a double team collapses and all of a sudden they got numbers, they're going to attack it, but they're not going to attack it very fast. They're going to meticulously attack it, and all of a sudden you find Jake Gebhardt getting hands on somebody.
Here's the inbounds pass for Republic County. Trevor Llewellyn floats towards the Southeast of Saline bench with it. Republic County now to Trey Melton. Really errant inbounds, or excuse me, a bounce pass to Blake Aron, but he comes up, gets it, and then finishes at the rim. 8 points for Blake Aron. Southeast still leading by 1. Sawyers with it, top of the circle. Little head and shoulder fake. Defender doesn't move. Now over to Daniel Carrick. Carrick turned the corner and fell down with it. A foul called against Republic County, their first of the game.
Yeah, Carrick did a great job just staying upright. It looks like his feet went from underneath him, able to keep the dribble, in a unfortunate foul right there on Melton.
Boy, they called a shooting foul too. That's tough for Republic County. Daniel Kerr made the first free throw, and then they called him for stepping over the line.
Which is by the rule. I hate to see it when they're not attacking the basket. I mean, oh, mercy. Basketball.
Yeah. You usually don't see that unless it's really, really blatant.
Yes, sir.
Second free throw was missed, so Daniel Kerr comes up empty, and now a foul will be called here. It's a hand check on Luke Gebhardt as he gets his first. 5 fouls for Southeast of Saline so far here in this game. 1 for Republic County. 2:25 left to go before halftime. Aron has it. Mid lane. Across the paint now to Bates. Out to Melton for a 2. That's no good. Nakari Morkel-Palmer with the rebound. They'll bring it up middle of the floor. Now go left to Augustine. Drake all the way to the cup. Had that ball partially blocked, but now he gets it back. Wrestled it away from Republic County. Out to Nakari Morkel-Palmer. He takes a big leap inside. Plays it out to Gebhardt. Gebhardt to Sawyer. Sawyer's on the drive. Left-hand side. Missed the lay-in. And the rebound taken away by Caleb Bates. 1:49 left to go in the half. Here comes Republic County trailing by 1.
Yeah, and everything was so good for Southeast Saline except for the finish right there. I mean, you'll take that 9 times out of 10. I mean, or 10 times out of 10. Just get Sawyers to the rack, and he's going to finish that more often than not.
Aron now in a trap between Sawyers and Palmer. He's going to miss it.
Oh.
Sawyers with the rebound. Long kick out to Gebhardt. Left his layup long, but there to clean it up is Drake Augustine. 17-14. It's back to a 3-point lead. Boy, Southeast does their best work when they're out running, don't they?
Yeah, they really do, but you're seeing them miss a lot of bunnies, a lot of opportunities that they can't miss. Right there, though, Augustine, great job, trailing the play, great finish.
Llewellyn missed the layup. Here comes Nakari again. Morkel-Palmer across the timeline to Danny Carrot. He's going to bounce it back into the paint, and it's kicked out of bounds by a Buffalo. Here comes Drew Richardson into the contest. He'll replace Daniel Kerr. 59.5 left, just under a minute. Southeast of Saline's biggest lead has been 3. Republic County's biggest lead has been 4. Sawyers with it. Now to Gebhardt. Southeast, I don't think they'd be interested in playing for the last shot here. They've established actually a little bit of a rhythm on offense. Sawyers with it, wants to drive. Baseline, reverse layup, good. Sawyers with 8 in the quarter. It's a 5-point Southeast lead. Well, you're almost in trouble time for Republic County now, right? Here's a loose ball diving on the floor, a couple of guys, and it's going to be whistled dead. The ball squirted free and landed right in the lap of Eli Sawyers, but the official had already whistled it dead, and the arrow is going to take it to Republic County. Boy, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it really is, because there were just bodies flying everywhere. The ball was never controlled, but you're exactly right. This is danger time. I mean, Republic County, they will want to hold for one shot right now with 30 seconds left.
Here comes Republic County up the floor. First time they have trailed by 5 in this game. First time they've trailed by more than 3. Blake Huron has it out near the center court stripe. 15 seconds left. Now 14. Here comes Drake Augustine out to pressure Llewellyn. He gives it up. Bates has it now in three-point land. Llewellyn back to the right. Clock down to 6. Here's Melton driving. Teardrop shot won't go. Rebound being fought for. It skirts free. Buzzer coming up. Bates at the end. Double dribbled with the basketball, and the clock is at 0. So that will do it for the first half. What a weird first half, but Southeast of Saline finishes it strong. They lead 19-14 at the end of the second quarter. Halftime is here. It's brought to you by Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. When we come back, we'll have numbers from the first half. Also, take a look back at the Southeast of Saline girls game that happened earlier. Good news for the Southeast Lady Trojans. That's all coming up at the break. 19-14. Southeast of Saline leads it over Republic County here on KINA.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the AmSoil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
And the second free throw is good. The Trojans have called timeout to make some important decisions.
Hi, fans. It's Winnell Garrettson from SalinaHomes.com. In every game, there are lots of options to make the right play. And in real estate, the plays can be challenging. Whether you're a first-time buyer, upsizing for the family, investing in rentals or commercial property, or selling land, I have the knowledge to help you win your real estate game. It's sure to be a slam dunk when I serve as your realtor. Buy or sell, call Winnell.
This is the Trojan Halftime Report. Coming up, a first half recap. Shot at the horn. Stats, interviews, and a look at other area games. Now, let's get back to the gym for Trojan Halftime on KINA.
Back here at halftime of the guys contest, Southeast of Saline with a little flurry there at the end of the quarter. They went on an 11-4 run. They lead it 19-14 at the end of the first half. Time now to look back to our first game of the night. It was the Southeast of Saline ladies and head coach Shauna Smith. Big victory for your squad tonight, 59-14 over Republic County. And this was a game that, boy, it was a little bit flat, wasn't it? And you kind of worry about this a little bit. You have a week off, and we talked about timing of when your games fell and how much practice you had, but anytime you get on that bus and you're going an hour or more and it's cold outside and you really don't want to get off the bus, and then you come into a gym where it seems like it's always tough to shoot, you kind of expect this, don't you?
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday and today, about this is just a hard place to come in here and play. We kind of talked about how we got to have our concentration, keep it, and, do some things. And, we obviously we rely on, the three-point shot, but we also rely on a lot of, our defense as far as the press and whatever. Not that we did a good job, just kind of getting our momentum going with that.
Yeah, your defense was really good. You only give up one free throw make in the first quarter. You give up a field goal in the second quarter and only allow 3 points defensively. Second quarter, then your offense came around. But one thing you did really, really well in the first half, even though the shots weren't going down, is you shot free throws well. 6 of 7 in the first quarter, 2 of 3 in the second quarter. You were 8 of 10 at the intermission, so that helped generate some points. And it was a big halftime score of 34-3. Drell Patochik tonight went 6 of 6 from the free throw line. That'll help her average, right? And I don't think any of them hit the rim. They were all as true as you could get. But you had a lot of scorers, 10 different girls tonight in the scoring column. As you look forward now, and I don't know how much you can take out of this game other than getting on the bus and just going for a dress rehearsal, but now you have a week, right? You go to the sub-state bracket that comes out tomorrow before lunch, and you have a week to plan for your next opponent. You know it's going to be at home on Tuesday, but then you're going to have 2 quick games later in the week. How do you feel about this time off, and what do you do to prepare now?
So we're just going to, tomorrow we're going to do some light work, kind of keep us going here. Like I tell the girls, it's, we got to keep playing. I guess we just need to get better at our half-court offense.
Yeah.
Tonight we missed a lot of easy bunnies right around the basket. That and when the game's on the line that we have to make those shots. They really weren't that tall tonight either, so we got to kind of concentrate on that. But I think just everything's kind of reviewing, kind of get some things to where we need to do things right. We're going to take Friday off, and Friday, Saturday, take that off, and then we'll come back and be ready for a game on Tuesday. But like I said, it's just keep our concentration. I tell the kids, this is the fun part of the season now. It said you don't play well, you go home and you're done.
20 games, and you kind of wrap it up now into the next 6 potential games. We all know from here on out, if you end the night with a loss, your season is done. And that has a tendency to focus people a little bit, especially coaches. Do you like the time off, or would you rather have the Friday game or the Thursday game and turn around and play early next week? How do you feel about this much time between the contests?
Well, I don't mind, because I want our game to count for our seeding, so that's, we don't really have a choice of that. And actually, obviously this year right now we don't have any injuries at this moment, but if you had an injury or just maybe some sickness or else, this would be a good time for you to recover. And I think this too, we took a day off last week, and then we'll take another day off this week, and so that's kind of one of those things that I think it's important to kind of have those right before sub-state to kind of rejuvenate everybody.
We'll know more in about 14 hours when the brackets come out in the morning, but right now we know that you're the number 1 seed. We know that you're going to have a home game on Tuesday. And right now, it looks, just kind of talking to you off air, it could be between Ellsworth, which is a familiar foe, you're 2-0 against them this year, or maybe a Lions team that we saw a little bit off to the side of the Sterling tournament. You didn't get to play Lions, but we know that Lions team always plays very, very hard. So that's kind of your next 2 opponents. Would you rather play an Ellsworth team 3 times this year, or do you want somebody new?
Kind of 50-50 on that. We talked about that a little bit. Just because Ellsworth, we know them in and out, I guess. But the Lions is going to give us, I know they're going to give us a really good game. So then part of you kind of wants one of those games. You need to play a close game, and you don't play. You don't want us to go beat somebody badly because you want to keep your kids in and playing.
How much time do you devote to putting something new in, whether it be a new set play, maybe a new inbounds play, maybe a one or two possession type of defense that you throw in there this time of year?
We put in a couple extra things here, but we didn't run them here the last couple nights. But we're trying to do those things, and we'll hopefully kind of get some more fine tunings. We have put in stuff. I always wait till after the tournament time until we put in extra things. We put in things throughout the season, and we just try to build on things. We put our familiar things in first, and then we add some new things in. As the season goes on. So we put in a couple out of bounds plays, a couple sets in that we'll just kind of get better at.
Congratulations on a great regular season. We were looking back to the year before you arrived, and the last time Southeast of Saline went to state, of course, when the cupboard was full, it was a 15-4 regular season for those girls that went to the state tournament. You guys finished the regular season 17-3. You're still perfect in the NCAA. You run that win streak up now to 26 wins. So it's easy to kind of brush aside the regular season, but I did want to tell you congrats on a great regular season, because if you don't do that work, you can't talk about the fun stuff we're talking about now, right?
Yeah. Yep, yeah.
Have a great week. We'll talk to you next Tuesday.
All right, thank you.
Head coach Shauna Smith, her Lady Trojans finished the regular season 17 wins out of 20 chances. They finished 17-3, and now they will be looking ahead to the bracket that comes out on tomorrow morning for the next trip and next opponent that they could have. It could be a busy next week for Southeast of Saline basketball. Here at halftime, 19-14 our score. Southeast of Saline's guys lead it by 5. Back with more after a 2-minute timeout here on KINA.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the AmSoil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
Hi, this is Jerry Carolyn Diedrich, RN. If you are planning on having surgery, it is an important decision, and finding qualified care for surgical needs is essential. At Saline Surgical Hospital, our board-certified surgeons and specialized team provide professional warmth in an intimate, home-like recovery care area. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure with us. Your surgical experience is our specialty. Saline Surgical Hospital is jointly owned by a group of local physicians and Salina Regional Health Center.
Need to make a power purchase by year's end? CanEquip has got you covered. With 14 locations, you'll find quality pre-owned inventory changing daily. Browse inventory right from your smartphone at canequip.com to see what's available. Looking for something specific? Visit CanEquip in Salina and talk to a sales professional to help you find it before the year is out.
Can equip you.
Is your business parking lot a pathetic patchwork of potholes? Then you'll want to hear this. Sage Products, Salina's leading janitorial supply company, is the only place in Kansas to buy UPM cold mix.
Is it better than the stuff at the big box stores?
You bet your asphalt. UPM cold mix is guaranteed to outlast the surrounding pavement, so you'll never have to fix the same pothole again. Call us at 309-1919 or go online to sageselects.com. Sage Products, providing all your COVID-19 supplies.
Work hard, play hard. Good luck, Trojans, from Roselawn Memorial Park in Salina. To learn more, visit roselawnsalina.com.
Back here in Belleville at Republic County High School, Devin Haney along with Tyler Smith, 19-14 here at the break. Republic County being led by Blake Arond with 8 points. Southeast of Saline being led by Eli Sawyers with 8 points. All of those came in the second quarter of action. 19-14 here our score, and Tyler, an 11-4 run from Southeast of Saline to close out the first half gives them the biggest lead by either team so far in this game of 5. They also start the third quarter with the basketball.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly what you want if you're Republic County. You want to mud the game down. You want to make it gross and ugly. And we saw Southeast struggle with that early on. Now you're starting to see them get into a flow. You see Sawyers right there with the 12-footer. That sweet spot of his own, and that's the dangerous thing with Southeast Saline is they have a big man that can struggle with them. We talk about this all the time, and we love that Sawyers can stretch the game out and he can stretch the defense out. But Southeast Saline is really dangerous when he is scoring from 12 feet in, and that's what he's done all night tonight.
Here's a turnover by Republic County. Augustine back the other way, and between two Buffaloes, he's going to be knocked to the floor and get free throws as he went to the basket on the right-hand side. It was interesting in this game because a slow start, obviously, for Southeast, just 4 points in the first quarter. And Eli Sawyers went to the bench for quite some time. That was before he picked up the 2 fouls. Was it kind of a wake-up call from Coach Flax, do you think, of maybe he wasn't being aggressive enough on either end?
You have to think it was something, and that's the thing with Coach Flax. There's always these, mental challenges. We're not going to call them mental games, but mental challenges. He wants to put his guys in situations that they're going to come back and succeed in. And, boy, it looks like Eli is completely past that test. He just absolutely dominates as he's come back into the basketball game.
Yeah, he went to the bench with no points. Here's a near steal now by Augustine. He gets it away. Over to Gebhardt on the left-hand side. Had his shot blocked and rejected out of there by Blake Arond. Southeast, though, still playing defense underneath their own basket. Trey Melton nearly turns it over. Boy, the Southeast crowd wanted to walk, and now they're going to have a foul against Daniel Kerr. That will be his first. As I was saying, Sawyers went to the bench with 0 fouls, came back in, or 0 points, came back in and got 8 points in the second quarter.
And that had to be an emphasis. I mean, that's one of those things. You start seeing holes in defenses, and anybody can defend the outside shot. But this team, and we talk about Arond. I mean, Arond's been all over the place. But there's very few people in the state of Kansas that can match up with Eli Sawyers, from 20 feet in. And if he starts getting you on the block and he can extend you out to 10 or 15 feet, that's where he is at his best. And we're seeing it right now. He's kind of getting to that sweet spot, starting to find that flow, starting to really get go.
Here's a left-handed shot by Blake Arond that's up and good. He now has 10. That run for Southeast of Saline before that shot by Republic County was 15-4. Southeast inside. Sawyers wide open, and Luke Gebhardt finds him. Sawyers now with 12. What a look by Gebhardt. That's our Everhart Precision Ag pass of the game.
Gebhardt, really great job. Gebhardt, forget it wasn't a Friday night right there. I mean, in the fall, I mean, he sees a wide open Trojan, finds him in the end zone for a touchdown, and almost picks off a pass for a pick six. Great job from Gebhardt, just showing everything that he can do on the hardwood.
25-16, Southeast of Saline. Starting to pull away here. Good start to the third quarter. Good finish to the second quarter. Back before the halftime bell. They lead it by 9. Just 2 minutes in to this third quarter. Here's a block down low. Sawyers sends a run shot back out of there. Now a steal by Gebhardt on the left-hand side. Tried to pass it ahead to Augustine, but lost the ball, and Republic County comes up with it. The two teams exchange turnovers. They each have 6 so far in this game. Down low, Bates turns on the power bounce and scores. Caleb Bates with 6. He's been a challenge for Southeast, right? He's 6'4". He can get it done down low, and now Sawyers coast in for a finger roll. Half a dozen for Eli Sawyers. Again, we talk about Bates. He got injured in warm-ups when Southeast of Saline played host to Republic County back in late January. He didn't play in that game.
Yeah, and Caleb Bates, a good-looking dude, 6'3". I mean, put together. He's kind of a fun matchup for Nakari. Great steal from Gebhardt.
Here's Gebhardt down the floor after the steal. Right-handed layup is good. And 3 turnovers for Republic County have ended up in some points here for Southeast of Saline. That's Luke Gebhardt's first basket, and it's an 11-point Southeast of Saline lead at a full timeout. 5:13 left to play here in the third. Southeast of Saline now out in front, 29-18 here on KINA.
Suburban Appliance Center is your official dealer for Traeger grills. Check out this 6-in-1 versatile unit that grills, bakes, smokes, roasts, braces, and barbecues. Suburban is your exclusive dealer for the Traeger Timberline series, and they have your Traeger spices too. Suburban Appliance Center, they are locally owned and they offer appliance brands like Amana, KitchenAid, Whirlpool, and of course Maytag. Suburban also offers exceptional service. Suburban Appliance Center, 1900 South 9th.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Out of the timeout for Republic County, 5:13 left to go in the third, 29-18. Southeast of Saline. Caden Isaacson on the floor now for SES. Trey Melton with the basketball. Out top, guarded closely by Nakari Morikel-Palmer. Melton now picks it up. Gets it to Blake Huron. Boy, Southeast is just all over the place, gambling for steals and taking risks. So far here in the third, they've paid off. Here's a three-pointer, though, in the near corner by Carter White for his first basket of the night.
That's the first time I think we've seen in the second half that gambling has not, or it's paid off for the Buffs. I mean, you're seeing Southeast and you're seeing the help side defense just fly around. You see Sawyer's bury a 16-footer. Here's where things get really tricky. What do? Do you come out on Eli? Do you guard him down low? He's really starting to show his game. But back to the Southeast Saline defense, I mean, they can fly around because the help side defense is so good everywhere else.
Yeah, their rotation is really, really good. Here's Llewellyn on a baseline jumper who sprung free. And this might be the weakness of this defense is the baseline edge. Llewellyn now with his first field goal, and he has 4. Here's a poke and a steal by Blake Huron. Republic County has it back. Huron did not want to test Nakari and Eli Sawyers on that break. He's going to save it for his team to catch up. Now have it down in the low post entry. One-on-one against Sawyers. Can't score with the left hand. Eli might have blocked it a bit there with his hand. And here comes Eli back the other way. No look pass Nakari. Back inside to Caden Isaacson, and Blake Huron gets the block.
A great block from Huron right there. Great pass from Nakari to Isaacson. Isaacson kind of caught in a bad spot right there. He just caught the ball. He was too close to the bucket not to shoot it. You almost have seen Nakari go up with that, but it was all started from Sawyers. Great block, great run down the floor, just great play, and then all of a sudden great play from Huron on the other side.
Nakari Morikel-Palmer just had a jump shot come up short, and Caden Isaacson goes diving towards the stage and saved the basketball off of a leg of a Republic County player. Colin and Dahl has checked in for the first time for Republic County. And again, depth may be a concern here for this Republic County team against Southeast of Saline. We talked about it a lot in the girls' game. Not as bad here on the guys' game. They do have some guys on the bench where the girls just didn't have anybody. But Republic County, I'm sure, will be seeking out the fresh bodies to play against Southeast here in this second half. There's a ball on the floor, and Southeast is going to call a timeout and save possession. That'll draw the ire of the crowd who thinks it was a tie-up. But we've seen that a lot this year, and we've talked about it quite a bit too. Southeast will have it underneath their own basket. Chapman girls tonight beat the Abilene girls 54-39 as we check the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. Just one of the scores to pass along to you. It doesn't really seem possible, especially on Sunday when it was 70 degrees outside, that basketball season's coming to an end, but it is.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I mean, it seems like it was just yesterday. We were in Heston, and we were all geeked up for a big-time matchup against the Swathers. And, you know, I think that matchup for both teams kind of set the tone. I mean, you talk about a girls' win. You talk about a guys' team that took, you know, the number one defending state champs. You know, they went toe-to-toe. And I think right then from day one it showed that both these teams are ready to make a run. And they haven't backed down from that game. And it's been a fun season so far.
I got my guy Tyler Henry working on some things. Because him and I like to play the game of what if with stats and just records, history, if you will.
He's Elias.
He's trying it. Southeast doesn't have great records in any sport that I've seen. I'm sure Wade Castleman has some great ones for track and cross country, but man, it's a challenge when you have good teams like this. Comparing back to deep history, as I would say, back in whenever. Trent Douglas does a really good job, too. He goes back and he'll dig some things up. But Tyler posed a question to me, and I told him to do a little research on it and see what happens here. If the guys should happen to hang on and get this game here against Republic County, we still got a long way to go. Has there been another time that both Southeast of Saline, boys and girls, won undefeated league championships? Did they go 20-0 in league play as a combined school, girls and guys? So that's the question.
And I don't know how deep can Tyler dive this quickly. And I know that NCKS.com and NCKSsports.com, great finish right there again. And we're seeing Bates. Bates is strong down low. He does a lot of things really well. But can NCKSsports.com look at the last time this happened in the league? Because that's another question.
Might have to lean on my good buddy Wade Gerstner in Beloit. Here's a foul now, down low. This will be a foul on Eli Sawyer's. No, sorry, Republic County's foul.
And again, this game is far from over. I mean,
yes.
The fun thing about this Republic County team, we saw them in the first quarter. They slowed the basketball game down. They wanted to play ugly. Now they're showing they can play kind of fast as well. They've got the athletes to do it, but how long do they have the athletes to do it? That's the question.
Sawyer's jump shot from the free throw line rattles out on him. It's still a 6-point game here. Republic County coming back the other way. They cut this Southeast lead, which was growing to 11, almost back down in half. There's a run and jump now, and a little body foul by Caden Isaacson. The ball handler, Brody Boyer for Republic County, just could not get around Caden Isaacson, but they called Caden for a little too much contact there, and they gave him the foul, his second.
Yeah, and I think I was just going to talk about, the physicality of this game, that there's not a lot of whistles. But I'll tell you what, as soon as that whistle was blown, Coach Flax looked at Isaacson. He didn't look at the officials. I mean, he wanted Caden to kind of, saw the defender off, make sure he had positioning, which he did not have.
There's the miss by Republic County. Southeast now has it on their offensive end. Morico Palmer works it to the right on the pass to Sawyers. Sawyers now will take the bounce into the paint. Plants that foot. Now they're going to work it around. Isaacson has it. He'll get into the paint. Play it back out to Nakari. Back in to Isaacson. Caden shot won't go, but the tip won't go either. Boy, I thought Caden had it on that rebound. Kason Lilly now scrambling with it. Bodies are flying everywhere, and Republic County has the basketball. I don't know how Kason Lilly saved that ball, but he sure did. 1:25 left to go here in the third quarter, which is picked up in pace quite a bit. Not a lot of scoring, not a lot of productivity, but definitely the pace has quickened.
Yeah, it has, and I think Republic County's seeing that they can play a variety of different styles right here. Great entry pass and a great finish from Bates. They're seeing that they can play at this kind of higher tempo. It's not got a high tempo, but higher tempo.
Here's Nakari with his head down, going underneath two arms, and Nakari Moracle-Palmer scores. He has put Southeast back up by 6. Under a minute left to go here in the third. Here's a drive, and Isaacson just takes the basketball away. That was actually Brody Boyer was going to the basket, and Caden Isaacson just took the basketball out of his hands, but he had a heel on the baseline, and it'll stay here with Republic County.
And just so clean from Isaacson. I mean, he was so smooth. Just obviously ran out of real estate right there, but so good at the hands to get the basketball.
42 seconds left to play in the third. Republic County trying to get into this Southeast of Saline 6-point lead. Blake Aron has it. Now out to Melton. 15-foot jumper. Won't go. Long rebound to the far side. Melton gets his own rebound. Back out to Blake Aron. Aron back down low to Melton. Melton bounces it in to Bates. His shot blocked by Nakari. Second shot blocked by Nakari. And Jake Gebhardt picks it up. 17 seconds left to go. Here's Richardson as we close out the third. He'll play it back out to Jake Gebhardt. Now Drew Richardson gets it back. They go to Luke Gebhardt with 7. Luke on the dribble will draw the foul. Brody Boyer has just picked up his first personal foul. Public County only has 4 fouls in this whole game.
Yeah, that's one of the things. I mean, it kind of goes to you haven't seen a lot of attacking from Southeast Lane. I mean, it's happened in the zone. They found some sweet spots. Not a lot of attacking. 4
seconds left here. Kason Lilly for 3. That one's going to go off the rim. No good. And that is the end of the third. 33-27, our score. Southeast of Saline extends their halftime lead by 1. They lead it by 6 as we go to the fourth and final quarter. You're listening and watching on SalinaPost.com. Thanks to Salina Surgical Hospital.
At home or on the road, K4 Garage will keep you moving. With over 12 years of mechanic experience, owner Nick Trout will diagnose and repair your engine to keep you in the game. Full service gas, diesel, or tires. K4 Garage also has a fully stocked convenience store with snacks and drinks. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 6, Saturday from 9 until 3. Trust K4 Garage with keeping you on the road. And if it has oil, they can change it at K4 Garage in Gypsum.
Exit 14 Restaurant in Gypsum, Kansas is cooking up something amazing today. Whether you want to order from our menu or try one of our delicious daily specials, try one of their scrumptious desserts. Exit 14 is open for lunch Tuesday through Saturday 11 to 2 and 5 to 9 Thursday through Saturday. Head out to try Prime Rib Night last Saturday of the month and open for Chicken Dinner Day on the first Sunday of the month. Exit 14, 512 Maple in Gypsum, Kansas. Great people, great food, good time.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA.
33-27 our score. Southeast of Saline leads by 6. They will also have the basketball as we start fourth quarter action here in Belleville, Republic County High School. Boy, both these teams working extremely hard here for Southeast of Saline and Republic County, their last regular season games. Postseason is next. There's Kason Lilly with the basketball. He'll pass to Luke Gebhardt. Drew Richardson's out there now with it. Nakari Moracle-Palmer and Jake Gebhardt down low. Those are your 5 for Southeast wearing purple. Jake Gebhardt in the far corner. Out to Luke Gebhardt. Long distance 3, and he rocks it home. Boy, Luke Gebhardt was out there a ways, and he now has 5 as he buries that one.
But again, he was out there a ways, but that was in rhythm. I mean, that was in offense. It was ball floating around, going left and right. You see an errant shot right there from Brody Boyer. Rebound, Moracle-Palmer, Gebhardt to Gebhardt, turnover. You hate the turnover, but what you like to see is even when a defense slows you down in offense, a 23-footer for these guys these days is much like a 20-footer was in our day. I mean, when they catch it in rhythm, they're so good.
36-27. Luke Gebhardt that time was looking for the long-distance pass on the back side of the rim to twin brother Jake, and that one just mishandled. It went off Jake's fingertips and out of bounds. Now a foul called down low on Southeast of Saline. Republic County will have it underneath their own basket. Foul on Jake Gebhardt is his second.
Yeah, and we see Caleb Bates becoming, I mean, he's super strong down in the low block, but not a bad foul on the floor, right? I mean, you got him before the shot went up. You know, seeing Gebhardt attacking. Again, that's a hustle foul. You're not super concerned with it. I mean, you're not in foul trouble right now. It's only the 15th foul on Southeast Saline. Looks like it's only the second on Luke. I mean, you're creeping up there, but you're liking the attacking play.
Yeah, 4 different Southeast players have 2 fouls. Nobody has more than that right now in this game on either side. Here's the kick out. It's steal. Kason Lilly takes it away. He was going to lead a 3-on-1 break, and Blake Aron kicked the basketball. He kicked the leg up there in the passing lane and actually got the ball off his sneaker. But that is illegal, and you cannot do that.
But what a super play from
absolutely.
Aron. I mean, that foot somehow got up to about 4 feet in the air. He stopped a 3-on-1 breakaway, and then a great play. Didn't commit a foul. Now it's a dead ball situation for Southeast Saline underneath their own bucket.
Eli Sawyers and Drake Augustine check back into the game. They'll replace Richardson and Jake Gebhardt. Richardson actually still in there.
Oh,
and he scores. I dismissed him, thought he was out of the game, and he scores his first bucket. Nakari checked out instead of Drew Richardson. I apologize.
Well, and Drew just kept penetrating, and nobody stopped him. And I don't think anybody knew what was going on, and Drew just took it to the bucket.
There's a steal now by Southeast of Saline, and Drake Augustine gets called for another double dribble call. He just flipped that ball over on both of those occasions and then put it back down on the floor, and that time in the air is just a little too much.
Yeah, it was. It looked like there might have been some contact as he was kind of, separating himself from the Buffalo defender, but you can understand why that call was made right there.
So the two teams exchange turnovers there. Each team with 9 turnovers. They are dead even. They've been that way this whole game.
Oh.
There's a steal now. Luke Gebhardt. He's out by himself. Right-handed layup. Good. It's the second time Luke has done that in this game. 5 points in the fourth quarter and a big lead for Southeast of 13 points. It's a full timeout taken with 6:01 left to go here in the fourth. Southeast leads it by 13 on KINA.
Maybe you don't play quarterback or make the highlight reel. Maybe you're not a high school athlete anymore. But just like an athlete, you can get first-class orthopedic care from Saline Ortho. Their doctors and staff strive to get you back to an injury-free, pain-free life as quickly as possible. Saline Ortho has a doctor on call 24/7 for all orthopedic injuries. So next time you're injured, trust the experts at Saline Ortho. Your voice, your choice, past, present, and future. See them online at salineortho.com.
Frisbee Construction is a service organization for the commercial grain industry dedicated to giving you the best in planning, the best in quality, and the best of workmanship, and overall the best value for your dollar since 1949. Frisbee Construction specializes in new construction as well as remodel and repair of grain handling facilities throughout the Midwest. Frisbee Construction Company in Gypsum has emergency crews available as needed. For more information, go to frisbeeinc.com.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
40-27 our scores. We come back to Republic County High School. Devin Haney along with Tyler Smith. 6:01 left to go here in this final quarter. Full court pressure here by Southeast of Saline. Republic County brings it across the center court strand and looked like got away with a traveling violation. They'll play it out though. Trey Melton has it near center court. They'll go to the right-hand side. Now high post entry to Blake Aron. It seems like it's been forever since he's touched the ball. He has a backdoor cutter on the other side. It's Trey Melton, and that ball will come off Melton and off of Drew Richardson and out of bounds. Republic County will keep it with 5:40 left to go, trailing by 13.
Yeah, almost in a way, the quicker the game's gotten, the less Aron's been involved in it. And, Republic County's kind of still within, striking distance, but he's better when the game's slowed down.
Good help side defense that time by Southeast. They were able to knock the shot off its path, and another timeout called here by Southeast of Saline to save a possession. 5:27 left to go. I want to talk about the elite in Class 3A when it comes to girls and boys basketball and the efforts as a school. Right now there are 3 teams and 3 schools that everybody looks at, and it's Cheney, who is ranked with the boys in first place in the state, the girls in third place. The Cheney girls are the defending state champion in Class 3A. Hugoton's boys, who currently ranked 5th, the girls ranked 2nd, and Southeast of Saline's boys currently ranked 6th, and the girls ranked 7th. Those are the 3 teams right now out of 64 in Class 3A. The 3 schools that have both boys and girls ranked in the top 10 by the Kansas Basketball Coaches Association.
When you talk about a team like Cheney that just absolutely reloaded, I mean, they lose, the sheer girl, and, I believe perhaps 3A player of the year.
And a new coach.
She graduates and you get a new coach. And then all of a sudden McCormack goes and just scores her 1,000th point. And, that's a team, that's a winning culture. And that's what you're starting to see with all three of these programs. When I say start to see, you're not starting to see it with Cheney Hugoton. You're starting to see the Southeast Saline as Gebhardt drains the three, another 23-footer. But there's a culture that is growing here. It's always been in Southeast Saline in the other sports. But now you're seeing both teams, boys and girls in the hardwood, know what they're going to do.
Here's another travel after a steal for Southeast of Saline. And again, it's Drake Augustine who started the break. He got a loose ball and traveled with the basketball before he got it pitched up the floor to Luke Gebhardt. And as you said before that, Gebhardt another long distance three. He has 2 of them now here in the fourth quarter. 8 points in the quarter, 10 for the game. 43-27. That three-pointer by Gebhardt puts Southeast up by 16, their biggest of the game. Near steal now by Luke Gebhardt. Republic County, though, will retain possession. Baseline jump shot is up, no good. Ball being fought for now, and it's going to be collected by Bates down low. Out to Blake Aron. Little pump fake. Ooh. He gets the finger roll around a Southeast of Saline defender for 2. 12 points for Blake Aron. It's approaching the halfway mark of the fourth quarter. 4:22 left to go. Here's Gebhardt on a heat check. Can't get this one to go. Comes up short. And the rebound comes away to Republic County. Melton up across the timeline, working on Drew Richardson. Richardson now will switch off. He'll take Brody Boyer. Boyer gets in the paint. Now to Blake Aron, and a foul will be called on Eli Sawyers, who left his feet prematurely. Sawyers will have 3.
Yeah, and I really love that foul from Sawyers. I mean, you're not going to give an easy buck right there to Aron. I mean, Aron, Gebhardt gambled, is a wide open layup. Sawyers comes, makes sure it's going to be, you're going to have to earn these the hard way right now.
43-29 to the free throw line, Blake Aron. Republic County's only shot, that was their 3rd free throw attempt as he misses the first. Southeast of Saline has only shot 4 free throws in this game. Luke Gebhardt, Kason Lilly, Drew Richardson check out. Caden Isaacson, Nakari Moriko-Palmer, and Daniel Kerr check in.
Yeah, kind of a lazy night for the Spirit Fingers when you're putting them up for the free throws. There haven't been many opportunities. My daughter would be extremely upset.
Best free throw shooters of the night so far were the Southeast of Saline girls. They went 12 out of 14. Second free throw missed by Blake Aron. Rebound Eli Sawyers.
Oh,
and a beautiful pass down low. Nakari Moriko-Palmer found Caden Isaacson, and Isaacson missed the shot, but he was fouled, and he will go to the free throw line now. What a beautiful look by Moriko-Palmer.
Yeah, great look. But I guarantee you, Flax is super upset that Isaacson missed a layup, but nobody's more upset than Caden Isaacson. He had an absolute bunny right there. He hits the first free throw. It's a fun thing about Caden Isaacson. I mean, he's going to be the first person to accept responsibility on a blown layup like that.
First free throw was good. Second one in flight, also good. 2 of 2 at the free throw line for Caden Isaacson. Southeast of Saline now 4 of 6 for the game as we go under the 4-minute mark. Daniel Kerr out there playing quality defense against Trey Melton. Melton gets into the paint. Now plays it back out in three-point land to Blake Aron. Those two seem like they're switched around and they might be a little backwards. Aron now still out high. He's going to put it on the floor, and a hand check foul called against Southeast of Saline.
Yeah, I think it's a foul on Isaacson right there. That's tough foul call, but we're seeing Isaacson, and I love this from him, and we talk about this all the time, his versatility. We've seen him on Melton, the point guard. We've seen him on Aron. He'll guard you 1 through 5, and he's going to provide a lot of resistance no matter who he's guarding. He's going to be a problem no matter who he's on.
Blake Aron at the free throw line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. Rattles the first one home for Caden Isaacson. That is his 3rd personal foul. It's also Southeast of Saline's 7th foul. As a team that put Belleville at the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Second one missed. Nakari Moriko-Palmer nearly had the rebound, but he lost it on the way down. And Trey Melton is going to get his first basket off of that rebound that was let free. Almost such a thing for Nakari there as jumping too high, wasn't there?
Yeah, and that's something obviously you and I have had to deal with our entire lives of playing basketball as well. You just jump too high, the ball's not there, and you kind of lose your balance on the way down, and you don't have grasp of it.
He skid all the way out to the three-point line on his backside after losing that rebound. Here's Sawyers down low, goes to
wow.
work, and he kisses it off the window and will draw the foul. 18 points for Eli Sawyers, and he will have a chance to get his 19th at the stripe.
And Devin, we just kind of talked about the way the game's evolved, and you see the big men that play now. You see a Joel Embiid, you see a Giannis Giannis. We'll just go with Giannis. But they just take one dribble, and they can cover 20 feet with one dribble. They get contact as Sawyers misses that free throw. But there's so many big men that play the way that kind of have developed Eli's game, and it's so much fun to watch these players adapt the way the game is changing.
It may not be physical fatigue, but I think the mental fatigue of this game has definitely wore on Republic County coming down the stretch here. Because they have fought their tails off, and yet they look at the scoreboard and they're down by 15 with 2:45 left to go.
No, you're exactly right. And they have to come in, they have to play a perfect game, and they knew that coming in. They have to kind of adjust. They have to control the tempo, and there's so many little things that have to go their way, and they did early on, and that's why this game was close. But you're just seeing, like, right there, you're seeing a miss, a turnover, a pass, really hard foul, clean foul, super clean foul, hard foul. You loved it. I mean, Brody Boyer he went after the basketball, and Drake Augustine's a tough kid. He went up strong. I thought hard foul, went after the basketball, nothing wrong there, just good basketball. But yeah, you're exactly right. You're just seeing that mental fatigue set in for Republic County.
Augustine will go to the free throw line. 2 free throws coming up. First one goes in.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Okay.
Did I do that right?
Yeah.
Thanks. We'll just call him Giannis.
5 points for Drake Augustine. Second free throw on the way. That one bounces off the back of the rim, and it will be rebounded by Republic County. Again, there's Augustine and Luke Gebhardt just being pests defensively for anything that the Buffaloes want to do in the backcourt. And now a foul will be called. I believe it's on Augustine.
Yeah, and you kind of saw Augustine just drag those hips, and you see it so many times and you get beats. And I think Augustine's still kind of upset with the foul that maybe when he got tackled on the other side. But, yeah, the foul committed, and you see Boyer to the free throw line for a 1-and-1.
2:30 left to go. Boyer's front end of the 1-and-1 is good. Brody Boyer scores his first point of the night. So just as you and I were talking about little to no free throws in this game, that's all we've done since then. So good work by us. Second free throw by Boyer. Rolls home as well. 2 points for Brody Boyer. Here's Luke Gebhardt down the floor. Augustine has it along the baseline. He'll save it back into Daniel Kerr. Now to Sawyers. They pitch it out to the baseline. Nakari back to Augustine, and he'll draw the foul on Trevor Llewellyn.
And what a veteran play right there. I mean, you see that Augustine, he had a really tough angle. He saw that Llewellyn was in horrible defensive possession, so he jumps his body into Llewellyn, gets himself a lot of contact, gets to the free throw line for 2.
2 free throws coming up. Augustine misses the first, too strong. 48-34, still a 14-point lead here. And once Southeast of Saline established that 11-point lead, Republic County cut into it one time, cut it down to 6 late third quarter, but then Southeast built it back up. Was up by 6 at the end of 3, 9 early on in the fourth with that big three-pointer by Luke Gebhardt, and since then they've kind of taken the excitement out of this a little bit, but they're going to need to make free throws. Drake Augustine missed another one. So after making his first 3 of the night, he has missed 3 in a row. Blake Aranda gets a errant jump shot off the board for Republic County, and Akari Morkel Palmer, I think, is going to go the other way and get free throws.
Yeah, once you got into the fourth quarter, you start feeling that, I don't know if Republic County can score 14 more points. I mean, The Southeast Saline defense has not wavered at all. They're struggling right now from the line. Maybe they're not finishing this game out offensively as Coach Flax would like, but the defense is still there, and they're making it really difficult for Republic County to do anything.
Akari's first free throw is up and good. He has 8 points tonight. Just under 2 minutes left to go. 1:59 left on the clock. Second free throw, no good, and Republic County is going to slap it out of bounds. It will stay with Southeast of Saline, leading by 15. Drew Richardson will pop up off the bench. They'll replace Daniel Kerr. Augustine set to inbounds, gets Luke Gebhardt in the corner right in front of him. Now back out beyond the three-point line, center court. Richardson has it. Down low, mid-lane to Nikari. He puts up a leaner. That won't go down, and the rebound taken in by Boyer from Belleville. Republic County has it back. Trey Melton with it. Now back to Boyer. He wants to come down the right-hand side, and it's going to be poked and taken away by Nikari. Look out, Nikari Morical-Palmer might be going to challenge Aron, and around there to contest, and a foul called on Blake Aron.
What a smooth play from Palmer. Palmer was driving to the bucket on the left side, had the ball with his right hand, transfers it over to the left, is able to shield the contact from Aron, take the foul, go up strong, misses the layup, but he's got 2 free throws.
Nikari's first free throw up and good. 9 points for him. Now 50 on the board for Southeast. The way this game started, I didn't think we were going to get there. 4 points for Southeast after the first quarter. Second free throw, no good. Southeast leaving some points at the line here. Trey Melton in the backcourt was fouled by Drake Augustine, who just committed his third. Melton back to the free throw line. Or excuse me, this will be his first trip.
The one difference, I think, is one thing when you look at this basketball game, if you're Coach Flax, I mean, it's the free throws. I mean, everything else, you can't be too disappointed. I mean, it was kind of an ugly start, but that was caused from Republic County, and you weathered it as that first free throws hit by Melton, but you weathered that first storm, and you kind of found yourself back in the basketball game, and then Republic County came back, but you never lost your cool. Like, everything was fine, everything just flowed, but the one thing has got to be the free throws if you're Coach Flax.
2 free throws good by Trey Melton as Republic County starts to orchestrate what no coach wants to do, and really, quite honestly, what nobody wants to watch, and that is take your seniors out when you're losing. How do you orchestrate that, right?
Yeah, it's always tough, and this is a good senior class. I mean, we've seen them, and they played their tails off tonight. We've seen them in the last couple of years. I mean, this is a Republic County team that, again, they just fight. They always fight. That's the one thing you always know when you see the Buffaloes.
Ball slapped to the baseline there, out of bounds. It will stay with Southeast of Saline. 64 seconds left to play. 50-36. Luke Gebhardt with it. Tried to get it to Nikari on the backside. I think we saw what he saw, and I think Nikari did too after the ball went by his head. Nikari was going in for the rebound after what he knew would be a tough lay-in attempt on the strong side for Luke Gebhardt, but then Luke flipped it to him at the last minute and it went out of bounds. That is turnover number 6 for Southeast of Saline in the second half. 59 seconds left to play, a 14-point lead by Southeast of Saline. Republic County now has the basketball as the clock goes under a minute.
And we talk about the success of the Southeast Saline boys team, and then you start looking, you talk about senior nights, and guess what? There's not a single senior on the Southeast Saline team. They're all coming back, and this season is far from over. I mean, the expectations are that this thing rolls, into March and deep into March, and then every single player is coming back and better than they are now. I mean, you talk about Jake Gebhardt. That's we're seeing more and more Jake. He's starting to play more and more of a role, but gosh darn, get him back. It's going to be fun.
Well, and you look at some of these guys, too, and I've made this point occasionally throughout the year. The Drew Richardson, the Drake Augustine, the Daniel Kerr, the Caden Isaacson, the Kaysen Lilly, who really had no varsity experience, meaningful varsity experience coming into this year. Man, they got a year under their belt now, whether they're sophomores or juniors, and that's crucial as Southeast took the basketball away on defense. They're going to dribble this one out and get a 50-36 win here on the road. So the guys, just like the ladies, they're going to complete the regular season 17-3, and they are going to finish undefeated in league play. They already got the championship wrapped up, but they will complete the work here and go 17-3 overall, 10-0 in league play. When we come back on the postgame, brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers. Final numbers for you, Vernon Jewelers Gym of the Game, and a conversation with Bryson Flax. It's coming up after a big Trojan win here on the road, 50-36 on KINA.
Winner.